Hey, everybody. This is HQ in the house. And today we have the men who want coffee too, or they want a drink, or they want some milk, or they want some pop, or they want some coffee, they want whatever. But they deserve to have a second look. So we have some gentlemen right here that need a second look. Maybe we overlooked something, maybe we didn't, we don't know. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. So we have a rating session, and let's hope they hit our buttons good enough so that they can be a part. So they can be a part of the session. Please just comment. But here we go. Nonetheless, let me put it up without further ado. Here we go. Without further ado, here are the men who might want coffee.
Doing
good. You have an accent. Where are you calling me from?
No, I don't have an accent. I'm calling from VA.
Oh, okay. Ronald VA. How old? Your light is not bad. Let me see something. It's just that glare behind you. It'll be better if you could face the glare behind you. Can you face the glare behind you?
Ooh, I'm actually in my bedroom. Actually,
okay,
you know what?
that was good. No, just all you gotta do was just face the glare. So sit back down.
Stand up. I got a thing. I can stand up.
Okay, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do it. Okay, Ronald.
Let's do it.
You said you're in VA?
Yeah, DMV area.
In the VA area. How old are you?
I'm 44.
44.
Give me 1 second. Yes, ma'am.
What you do for a living?
I'm a government contractor.
Government.
Wow.
Contractor.
Man.
What's your zodiac sign?
Aries. I really don't believe in that. I think that's something that people tie bad behavior to. In a sense, like I'm an Aries, so I'm an asshole type.
Oh, Aries is an asshole? Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like most people that I meet when they bring up zodiac signs, they say, well, I have a bad behavior, I'm an asshole. I mean, because I'm this type of zodiac sign. And if you really understand zodiacs, like the stars and the skies ain't even in the same spot that they were when they used to do that stuff.
Okay.
So,
okay, fair enough.
But
I
I'm an
respect that. You don't have to believe in zodiac, so there's no pushback there. Do you have any kids, Ronald?
Wow.
I do.
How many kids?
So I have two biological. I have a daughter and a son. My son is 13. My daughter's 9. I have a stepdaughter. She's 22, 21.
Okay.
But yeah.
When did you get divorced?
Oh, I've been divorced for almost 9 years.
Okay. Are your 2 kids by your ex-wife?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And you're in VA. So this is Ronald, VA, 44, has a government he's a government contractor. Dad to 3 children, 2 biological, was once married.
He don't seem bad so far. Except he sort of seemed like he's an asshole. Or a know-it-all. This is the equivalent of the bossy female. This is that equivalent. It's not attractive. It looks confident. It looks like it's what you call confidence, but I don't know. It's like unattractive somehow. I don't know. We're gonna see. Hold on. Did I put you on the stage? Yeah, to the stage. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Gianna.
What kind of woman are you looking for?
Fit, feminine, friendly. A woman that understands the relationships and what they are. A woman that is, in a sense, understands that you get in a relationship in the hopes of building something. Meaning, when I meet you, I'm trying to get to know you. And in that dating stage, you're working to be a girlfriend. In that girlfriend stage, you're working to be a fiance and or a wife.
Okay. So in the dating stage, she's trying to get promoted to girlfriend.
Right.
We ain't doing no white. We ain't doing no girlfriend. We ain't. Hold up. I'm dating you. I'm not doing wife stuff to get promoted to be a wife. That's not what we doing. Ladies, stop doing wife stuff when you're a girlfriend.
He trying to send the wife home pregnant.
He tripping.
Hey, Kayanka.
Hello, Honda. Hello. We ain't doing wife stuff. Just like we ain't doing husband stuff and we the boyfriend. Same concept.
But
It's just like if you
HQ, he's just a poon hound. He come up here with any dude that come up here with a wife beater trying to look like Tyrese in his sweet lady days. He a poon hound. You know that. Look at him. Look at Kendra G.
You're around her age, right?
Kendra G mesmerized. Look at her.
He around her age, right? He is her age. Hey.
Yep.
Is it he? You think he know he around her age?
He don't care. He a poon hound don't care nothing about that. He's trying to send the wife home pregnant, like Black America.
go to it.
No,
Say that again, ma'am.
No, continue. I want to hear it.
Like if I go to a job interview, I'm not going to go there with my resume and be like, okay, I want to be the CEO of the company. If I don't have the qualifications to do that, I'm gonna start from ground up, and I'm gonna put my best foot forward. I'm gonna work my ass off to get where I want to get. When you date somebody, you're dating them to get to the potential. I'm not saying I don't have responsibility in it, because I do. But I'm also interviewing, like she's interviewing for me, I'm interviewing for her.
Okay,
and to get that date with her.
That's what I was going to ask. Are you also auditioning to be her boyfriend?
Yes.
Of course. I mean, guys interview all the time. When we shoot our shot at females don't give their phone numbers to every guy. They don't even entertain every guy. So when I meet a female, I had to entertain her, or I had to peek something in her to get conversation. Peek something different to get a date or 2 dates or 3 dates. And the sleeper is a whole nother category.
Okay. Second question, I guess I just have. In the dating stage, are you guys having sex, or you're just getting to know each other?
We're getting to know. If it happens naturally, then it happens. I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't happen when you're dating. I mean, when we're dating, guys are taking her out, we're showering her with gifts, we're paying bills, or not bills, we're taking her out on dates. So we're paying for all of the dates. I expect women to understand that. So we're interviewing for each other.
Interviewing for each other. Okay. Any other requirements before we go to your deal breakers?
I don't want to sit here and say generic, because nobody wants to get with a liar. Nobody wants to get with a cheater. Like, those things are basic. Like, those things are like the foundation of just being a good person. So no, not really. I do have deal breakers, so I don't want to jump into that.
Yeah, that's the next question though. What are your deal breakers?
Okay, so deal breakers. My deal breakers are women that don't understand the difference between being a provider and a sponsor. That's a huge thing for me.
That's not a big leap. So why we need that to be a deal breaker? G Honda, what's wrong with your man? Come get your man's, G Honda.
Nah, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Now what he just said was he said women don't understand the difference between a provider and a sponsor.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, but he should also too. But why is he attracting these women that desire sponsors?
Absolutely.
A poon hound that's chasing them wretched 304s, all them other men trying to smash. Now that's what he's running into.
You say it's his fault.
As a man, you're responsible for the environments that you put yourself into. Now, if I'm looking for a suitable woman, but I'm only going to bars, lounges, and all these exotic places,
right?
I'm putting myself in harm's way, right?
Right.
Okay.
Break it down for the women who are confused between a provider and a sponsor.
Yes.
Okay, so I was raised old school. My father was in my life. He taught me to be the man of the house and to take care of the woman that I am with. A provider is that. You get that when you get the girlfriend/wife title. That's the provider. Your bills are my bills when you become my girlfriend, not when we're dating. Like, I don't know if it's the internet, what's going on, but you got a lot of females, not all, but a lot, that are sitting here and saying, well, to get my phone number, you got to give me $500 or just crazy stuff, you know? So
I want to get
that's
clear.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Those women are not serious. But if you pay her, she's serious. But if you tell her hell no, she'll take the hell no if she like you. She only got them standards for being she don't like. She
But
don't
ain't that,
really
but
like
ain't, but ain't that a worker girl though?
a worker girl.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women who be out here trying men like that, and some men be falling.
500 for their number.
Mhm.
Really?
I've never ran across, but I'm assuming that there are women out there who say, "Give me some money, otherwise,
HQ. So you've been on record, HQ, saying that if Leon King asked you for your number, you needed to be invoiced a certain dollar amount. You've been on record saying that, HQ. Yeah, you have. Leon King. Yep. Uh-huh. Chat, let me know if I'm lying.
I know that I said I was joking.
No.
Yes, I remember that was $50K, and I was joking.
No, Kayanka, no, you wasn't, because you said 25 had to be in escrow. You said that.
Yes.
I clipped that. I clipped it.
I clearly recall saying that, but that was a joke.
All right. Okay.
That was a joke. Real relationships are not for sale.
Oh, it's priceless, like a Visa.
Yes.
So it's where everybody want to be, right?
Because I ain't going over there unless I know you got some feeling for me. Why would I go over there if I know you ain't got no feeling for me?
I mean, you got a feeling and a robe for you. What you mean?
A feeling, a desire. You know.
Oh, you mean like emotional in his heart or in his loins?
It has to be both.
Okay.
I would love for it to be both.
Okay. But
wouldn't everybody love it to be both? Wouldn't you want it to be both?
But shouldn't passion, pleasure exceed, the longings, though?
Shouldn't what pleasure?
Shouldn't the passion and the pleasure exceed the longings, though? I know it doesn't, but shouldn't it?
I mean, that would be in an ideal world, but we don't live in an ideal world. We live in reality. So reality is the lust is going to hit you first. Then we'll worry about the rest.
So, okay. You're right. Yeah. So, and some men say they only pay bills for their wives, but you're saying if you make.
Hey, ask a question. Are you paying bills for a girlfriend or a wife?
Wives, you should only pay bills for your fiance or your wife. Girlfriends shouldn't get no bills paid. I don't even know why that's a thing. That shouldn't even be a conversation among men.
Men do it. He said he'll.
Simps do it. Simps do it. They end up getting black pilled.
Does he look like a simp, this dude?
Oh, yeah. Simp, poon hound, same thing. Do anything for the cooch. Anything. That's him right there. You looking at him.
Ouch.
Make a girl your girlfriend, you will be responsible for her bills and the girlfriend stage.
Not in the beginning. So like when we're working towards something, like once we.
He said what? He said what?
Nah, Ty Pro.
Nah,
Ty Pro in the chat. Ty Pro in the chat running his lip. In the chat, bumping his gums. Cam up, son.
We got to girlfriend, boyfriend status. And we've got the relationship has been battle tested, like 2 years, and we're thinking about moving in. Then that's where it transitions to that.
Oh, when she moves in with you.
Yeah, like when we're literally like, okay, locked in, and we're like, all right, we're thinking about a future together. We're really trying to build something. I can understand that she's got my best interest at heart. She understands that I have her best interest at heart, even though sometimes if I tell her no on something or we talk about something and it's a no answer, that it's her best interest.
Okay. So you want women to know that.
So you say he a simp all the way, huh? A poon hound.
Oh,
Wow.
1,000%. 1,000%. That's come on now. Listen at what he's saying. He said a woman needs to know a difference between a sponsor and a provider.
Right.
Now, unless you running into qualified, women of substance, it wouldn't be no question.
Right.
It wouldn't even be a thing.
That so in the dating stage, do not expect men. You want women to get this part.
No, if it happens, if because I wanted to do it, then yeah, like paying for your nails, paying for your hair to get done. Those are things that shouldn't be like a requirement in the dating stage. Like if I choose to do it because I want to be genuine, then okay.
Do you think he doing it, Jihan, or he ain't?
Oh no, he definitely is.
Oh, he definitely.
He doing hello. He doing what? Simping for women.
Nails, all that. Hair, nails, all that. Even in the dating stage.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, nails, weave, bundles, all that.
All that.
And but you know what though? HQ, what? If you're gonna pay bills for your lady, for your girlfriend, right?
Right.
The only thing you shouldn't be paying rent, paying for her to get her hair done, especially for her to get her hair done, because wigs, bundles, the least bundle costs like $1,200, and installation is like $800 minimum, right?
That's if you paying for real stuff.
Right, I'm saying that's expensive, and you paying you paying that kind of tab.
Hey, look, there's some men out there. Got that kind of bread.
Man, that's wild to me.
Accept that as that. But also understand, which leads to my next deal breaker, is reciprocation. A person that doesn't understand what that means. I think in this world we're taught, which I never believed in, happy wife, happy life. Insinuating that the woman's feelings is the only thing that really matters.
No, that's not what that means. Happy wife, happy wife, happy life means if she's happy, then she's gonna put you in the happiness as well, and therefore that means we're both going to be happy. I don't understand why everybody's pushing back on this happy life, happy wife. It seems
happy spouse, happy house.
Yeah, or happy spouse, happy house. Either way it goes, it's still
no. It got to be happy spouse, happy house, because it has to be a mutuality.
Yeah, but why do you think happy life, happy wife? Why do you think that came into existence?
That came from the Simp clan. Because look at it.
As are happy.
No, they not. They die a slow death. They dying a slow death. They really
then
are.
Every man on this planet who is married is a simp, and then every man on this planet.
Every man. Okay, you can't be a simp for your wife. Because that's the only validation there is. Not being you
can't be no simp for your wife. You said you cannot be a simp.
You being a provider to your wife. How a man gonna be a simp to his wife? HQ. Just like a woman being a pick.
Hold on.
That's not, no, you.
Why is it that a man ain't a simp for his wife? I'm confused.
That is proper provision, HQ.
Yeah, but that's not simp status. Y'all seem to think simp means a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
It's a horrible thing, HQ. A husband cannot be a simp to his wife that he's properly providing for, no more than a wife can be a pick-me to a husband that she.
Why not?
There is proper provision being made.
No. So why can't I be a pick-me to my husband? Why can't I cater to my husband?
HQ, I'm gonna bow out. I'm gonna let Jay tackle this thing. Jay, salute to you, my married man. Fill her in.
No, you go ahead and do it.
Take it away, Jay.
Tell her. I'm interested in hearing your perspective.
No, I'm not qualified according to most people. I'm not the messenger, so
you was very definitive in the fact that I couldn't be a pick me. I couldn't pick my husband. I couldn't cater to my husband. I couldn't do things just specifically for his desire and his devotion. And you say a man can't do that same thing to his wife. So I want to know why you think.
No, HQ.
Why you think a woman can't be a
HQ? I said a man that's a husband can't be a simp to his wife because
Why not?
he is properly providing for his
That's
wife.
the only thing he can be a simp. That's the only person he can be a simp to.
Okay. So if you want to word a man being a simp, him properly providing to his wife,
right?
Providing his wife covering. Mm-hmm. If that's what you want to call a simp, it is what it is.
But what do you call a simp?
I'm saying he's a man that's providing all that for a woman that ain't his, a woman that don't belong to him. Unless that woman is your wife, that's the only reason you should be footing any type of bill for her. I said that.
And that's why he's a simp for his wife.
Hold up, Jay, you don't concur?
No, I just read what Ty Pro said.
Don't listen to Ty Pro. Don't listen to Ty Pro.
Childless simp marrying a 4-for-4 right now. That's and I know it's true. No, men can definitely be simps in marriage. Not all husbands are simps, but husbands can simp. Husbands can simp. It goes beyond like the if you're. Let me see how I want to put this, man. It's like you know it when you see it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like when she got your joints, when she got them, and then your movements are dictated by whether she's squeezing them or not. You know what I'm trying to say? You a simp. Oh no, I want this. I want this now. We need to get this now. No, we don't need to do that. We need to do this now. Yeah, baby. Okay. Anything to make you happy.
So y'all don't like
a yes man.
Basically
being a yes man.
That's a part of it. But remember like how DJ Envy be acting? From the Breakfast Club. I can't simp for my wife. Yeah. I can't simp for my wife. I can't. That's my wife. You might love her. And from what I've seen about her, she's a good lady, but you definitely be simping, bro. You definitely be simping.
But that's
I know why he was simping when I know why he was simping when he got busted doing stuff before.
But my thing is this: why is that a bad? Why is simping a bad thing? I don't know.
He was because it was. I don't know. It don't. You know when somebody love that person, when they be simping, it don't seem, for some reason, it don't seem genuine. It's like they doing it for a reason.
Yeah, but
either she got him squoze or he messing up over here somewhere, so he trying to overcompensate on the other side by simping.
Yeah, but why is simp a bad thing to your wife?
It's not good for the man to be a simp. It's great for the wife if you a simp.
This is where I part ways with y'all.
It's to his detriment when he starts making
our simps.
When he starts making moves to his detriment,
and most men don't make moves to their detriment,
and to the detriment of the family in the future by caving into doing the stuff that she wants at any time because she's not the lead. She's not the head of the household.
See, this is an interesting conversation because when I get up on panel, and I definitely been up on other panels, Hamp's panel, everything else, every man I done talked to and said they only simp for their wife. They don't simp for nobody else but their wife. So y'all saying husbands ain't simps?
Yeah, I get it, and I've even said it, and I said. And I'm not saying it because I'm like shunning them for doing that. Right. I said I would happily simp for my wife if she simped for me.
Right. That's what I said. I said why
the women don't if it's not that mutual head up the other person's behind, then it's not beneficial to the man to do that.
Men
and in most cases it's not. Most cases it's directed towards the woman. That's where that statement happy wife, happy life came from. Because you're trying to make her happy, and that's impossible.
And I say, men simp for their wives and women simp for their husbands.
They don't though. When have you ever heard of women?
If you're in a long-term relationship, you're simping for your husband, and he's simping for you.
I only seen one, and that was yesterday on your panel. One girl that was simping. She wasn't even married to the dude. Little pretty girl who wanted the dude.
Cause maybe y'all got a negative connotation to simping.
It is a negative connotation. It is a negative connotation.
I don't have a negative.
HQ, think about it like this, right? There's a word that means something, but it doesn't necessarily mean
just
something.
Don't like simping.
If there's a word that means something, but it doesn't necessarily mean something bad. But if I came up to you and said, HQ, you smell, what would you think I was saying?
Maybe a negative way.
In a negative way, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't say HQ, you smell bad.
Right.
I just said HQ, you smell. I didn't say HQ, you smell good.
And my brain says that's wrong. My brain says it smells different. It smells bad. And that's what I'm saying. But saying
smell is not, to say smell doesn't mean good or bad. It just means you smell. You smell like what? So when I say you simp, it automatically goes to the bad thought. I just use that as an analogy so your mind can know when we hear simp, it automatically goes to the bad side of it. Right. Regardless if you think it's a good thing.
It's a bad thing. And I'm saying simp to me means you're catering to that wife or that husband. So it doesn't sound, it's not a bad thing specifically. Yes, the brain says bad thing, but that don't mean it is a bad thing if you say simp. Doesn't necessarily mean
we know that relationship with the word smell. Right. And when somebody says something smells, it automatically goes to the bad thing. Just like when we hear simp, it automatically goes to the bad thing. Oh, he's losing.
Don't mean that. They don't necessarily.
He's not in charge. He's losing. He's simping. He's losing at something. This is not a give thing over there.
I thought men were in charge. I thought you all were in charge. I thought that's how relationships were rolling.
Yeah, and a simp is not in charge. And a simp is not in charge.
Well, a regular human being normally is not in charge. Normally he's not in charge.
And that's why we say, and I've seen Project Leroy say it. Maybe Ty Pro say it in the chat before. Most married men are simps.
There you go. Boom.
Yeah, because you see it on a daily. I've seen.
Well, you saying that most men are not happy? You saying so? Wait a minute. Are you saying most men are not married men are not happy then?
Absolutely. That's an inherent thing.
Men are not happy.
That's an inherent thing. It's not about our happiness. And Black America tried to explain that to you before. It's not about our happiness. And I think I was on the panel with him when he was trying to explain that to you.
No, he don't most men explain that to me. I don't understand why y'all would even. I don't even understand. I don't
What did we tell you marriage was about for men? You didn't like it.
That needs to be.
What is marriage?
Then why would a woman need to be married? Then why would I need to be over there
for covering and protection? I didn't say you mad.
Why would I need to be over there with a man who is unhappy?
It's not HQ. It's not a wife's responsibility to make a man happy. He can't be happy because he's happy as a result of the things she's done, but she can't make him happy.
That's correct.
Either he's happy or not, and vice versa. That's why so many women aren't happy. Because nobody can make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. Nobody can make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. You find someone that does the things that inherently makes you happy. But if you're not happy by the things that person does, there's nothing that they can do to make you happy. That's why women get divorced, because all of a sudden, out of the blue, one day they're not happy.
Yeah, but men also get divorced. But you're saying men just don't care whether they're happy or not. They just stay.
No, they stay. You do it. You just do it.
There's nothing beautiful or stoic or honorable about staying, and you're not married. You're not happy.
It's not about who said honor. Who's going to give me that honor? Who's going to give me that honor?
You are making it seem like you're that men are such amazing men staying married, even though they're unhappy.
No one said that. You said that, HQ. I didn't say. No one gets an award for staying in a marriage when they're unhappy. No one gets an award. Your reward is knowing that your family is taken care of, and that you're personally yourself is doing the thing you're supposed to do. No one else is gonna come. Oh man, you stay in there, bro. She don't drop to her knees when you come in the house, bro. You such an admirable guy for staying there and doing that. Oh, you came home from work and hot meal wasn't on your table, bro. You a good dude, man. No, nobody does. Nobody cares. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna heat up these leftovers. I'm gonna go play me some freaking PlayStation. I'm gonna go to sleep. That's what the guys do.
That's wild.
All the time.
Did anybody pin that to the comment, the link and all that to the top, please and thank you? I can't seem to do it. They go one. Okay. Black America, you are here. What do you say, sir?
I just want to say I like this guy. And I don't even say that. I think men shouldn't go on this platform with this lady at all. But this guy he is actually the kind of guy that every woman that wants to be married, this is the kind of guy that you're looking for. This is the archetype of man that you are looking for.
Right.
And just like Jay was telling you, HQ, I'm gonna tell you what makes a married man happy. Like I said, we don't like you guys. After a certain amount of time, we don't like you guys. And Jay is going to smile when I say this.
Wow.
The thing that makes us happy is taking our kids to the park and watching them do the monkey bars, or you take them to the swimming pool and you watch them swim and them learning and growing and having a smile on their face. When the children can have a smile on their face, that is possibly one of the only times married men are happy. Married men are only happy when we see our kids doing good and growing, things of that nature. Other than that, it doesn't have anything to do with you guys. That's all I got.
So basically, what you said that sounds like you don't really care about the woman. You care about, hey Tierney, come on up. I'm swinging up here. It sounds like you all don't really care about the woman. You just care about her giving you babies and giving you food and feeding you and keeping your house together. Other than that, you could care less. You could do a pocket pussy and you don't care enough about her at all.
Right. I have told you, it is our not job to care about you. It is our job to care for you. That's why men are not happy. Everything that men do for women is outgoing. If you do get sex, then it's incoming. Everything that men do for women, I don't know a woman like you, HQ, that's helping pay bills, that's putting her money in the house. I don't know any married woman that does that. Out of all of the married men that I counsel and the women that I counsel, I don't know any woman that does. It's two.
Hold on. Let's back up.
I need to get in it. I need to talk about what's going on in the chat, y'all. Y'all got to hurry up.
What the hell is going on?
Because somebody in the chat, somebody has lost their mind in the chat.
Okay. She got to go get her kids from daycare. Okay. Who lost their mind?
Tyranny. Hey, Sister Tyranny, how you doing? You lost your mind. You need to go find it.
Okay. This is what I heard. I heard you say that it doesn't matter who the woman is. It doesn't matter what she wants, how she wants. You could take her or leave her. This is what I heard from you. If that's the truth, that basically means, what's the benefit of being married to y'all then? What? I don't understand how any of y'all even approach a woman if all she is somebody to have a baby with, and she has to cook, clean, and do all of these things.
Because it's a biological imperative to do so.
She can't never get y'all's affection. She can't never be number one. She never can be thought of as being. You cannot do anything for her because it's not conducive to y'all. I don't understand. When a woman walks into a relationship, She don't walk into that relationship just to get your money, just to get your protection, just to do things for herself. I don't understand where this philosophy comes from, where she does everything for herself. She never does anything for the man. She never does anything beyond being a pocket snatch. Or, I mean, she never nurtures the kids. She never does anything.
Nobody said that.
Herself.
Nobody said that.
I mean,
that comes with giving you kids to have to nurture them, HQ.
No.
But think about it. Think about what
this is what y'all are saying.
This is going to sound
what I hear men say. Oh, yeah. She's selfish. She don't care about me or the family or the kids.
Because we see it. We can tell. It's inherent.
It's a lie.
No, that girl we told was tripping the other day, HQ. If that guy was into that girl, she would do all the stuff to fulfill that guy's whatever he needed in his life. Mm-hmm. That her mindset, we could tell because she was struggling giving him up now. So we know with that kind of mindset, she's throwing herself into that dude. Like Black America says, she's absorbing into him, into his lifestyle. Most women these days are not gonna do that, right? So think about this: the benefits.
So yes. Why do I need to absorb? What difference does it make?
Because that's what. Okay, because that's
why I absorb minds into yours. What difference does that make?
Because think about this: the benefits of marriage for a man. What are the benefits of marriage for a man? Mm-hmm. Right? What can he get from marriage to a woman that he can't get outside of marriage for a woman to provide?
Okay. I admit that I accept what you said, that women are immaterial in that relationship. I accept that. That's what you just said.
When she's not absorbing into him in that way,
don't say that. Don't say that.
He can go get holes from a woman, right? He can hire someone to come clean his house. He can hire someone to cook. Mm-hmm. Right? The only thing he can't do and hire someone for, and you probably still can, but the only thing you can't really hire someone for is to bear your children and nurture them. Mm-hmm. But you can't hire someone to love you in that way. A woman is going to love you when you take her into your covering and marry and call her your last name. Mm-hmm. You're putting that crown on her head. You're providing that protection and covering for her.
That's the advantages for her, right? That's the advantages.
That's a huge advantage for her.
Okay, so what's the advantages for him?
I just told you. Providing you with legacy.
So me just having a baby is the only thing that I bring to the table.
HQ, I'm trying to walk this down for you. I'm trying to walk this down for you.
I ain't heard nothing.
I said it. I said, what other benefits does a woman who doesn't fold herself in, absorb into a man and provide him with that unconditional love? And we're not gonna get that necessarily. That don't happen. That's a minority. The unconditional love, the love that she would give to her children.
So what does he get if she don't fold? What does she get? I mean, what does he get if she doesn't do that?
He gets a lot of headache.
He gets what most husbands get, HQ.
What do they get?
Just living your life and watching your kids at the park. Maybe some dome on your birthday, maybe.
Oh, okay.
That's the average. You can, if you want to go on and ask the average husband, what does he get? They're gonna be like, yeah, I'm happy. And then you sit back as a fly on the wall and watch his life. Like, man, you ain't had no booty in like 2 weeks. What's going on? You playing the PlayStation a lot? She arguing about your socks being over there on the floor? Mm-hmm. Oh man, you just bust your butt at work that whole time. You dealing with it from both sides. Mm. Oh man, you took the car and got it fixed without even her even knowing. No, thank you. Wow. Oh, that food. That chicken was on the table. You didn't get the big piece of chicken. But the kids got fed first. Oh man, your feet look like they hurt, bro. You've been on your feet all day. No foot rub.
So okay, so y'all get that. So what does a woman get?
What do you mean? What does she get?
What did she get? You made y'all made it very clear that y'all get limited benefits of being in a relationship.
From today's woman, yes. The women do not cater to men.
So what does a woman
at all? That's why men aren't chivalrous anymore.
So
General men aren't chivalrous anymore.
So what do women get?
Exactly what men are supposed to provide: protection and provision.
Okay,
yes,
so
we have not stopped doing anything we're supposed to do.
So she don't necessarily need to have provision because she makes her own money. These days, women make their own money. So protection.
Can I interject right quick, real quick? Okay, hold on, HQ. You said
I want to break it down.
Hold on. You said black men don't make that much money. Let's do this. If that much money, black women make even less than black men.
I'm just quoting a statistic. That's all I'm quoting. Is that the statistic is 53% or 57%. That's all I'm doing is quoting. I'm not making a judgment one way or the other. That is the statistic. 53% or 59%. I don't know. One of those. So I'm saying that's not a huge amount of money. According to most people these days, it's not a huge amount of money. So I'm saying, Jay said a woman gets protection and provision. Now, if a woman makes just as much as a man and she only makes a little bit less, average, provision is not what she's going over there for. So she's going over there for protection, and that's all she gets is protection.
She is still going over there for provision. It's not just monetary provision. Okay. Now, when something break down, who she got to call? A what? A man, right? When she got a man at home, he should be able to fix that. That's why women complain. These men don't even fix nothing now these days because they not. And that's a part of it. You're supposed to be a jack of all trades, not necessarily a master of any. You're supposed to know a little something about something, or if you don't know, you should know someone who does know, so you can take care of those things. Because that's not her role in the relationship.
So I'm saying.
So now she's taking on a man's role. Was she gonna get under the sink and unclog the sink? She gonna take off the freaking unhook pipes and go in there and take out gook and grime. She gonna climb up on the ladders and clean the gutters. So she's gonna take the hot water tank out and go and lift it up the stairs. And
wait a minute, that's the only thing. Protection and provision.
That's a lot of provision. How's she maintaining her house? She has to rely on other men outside of her. She has to pay them to come do these things.
If she doesn't have you, she can call someone to do all of that. That's what
or her daddy, if her dad's still in her life. So that's what Dad. My car making a funny noise. Yeah, okay. I'll be over there. I'll come get it. I'll take it to the shop.
Yeah, but
now you married now. Guess what? Guess who you don't have to call? Your daddy, because your husband's there.
I'm just saying, you all make it seem as though all of the benefit is on the female side and none of the benefit is on the man's side, and that's just not true. I'm just saying that's just not true. I think it's 9 times out of 10 it's an equal exchange, because we exchange things when we get in relationships. We exchange a lot of things. You don't just walk in the door.
Supposed to take care of them.
And most women don't do that.
She's supposed to feed him good food, good nourishing food. She's supposed to know how to mend his body and help him unwind at the end of the day.
Does he do the same thing to her? Same thing?
Hopefully.
So we exchanging things, right?
She got a nice house, and a lot of burden is taken off of her shoulders from carrying a man's role.
So
a lot of women don't want that though. They still want man, the feminism movement, man, condition women to think that me working for my family is slavery, and me working for a corporation who don't care nothing about me is me being a boss. I got my own. I'm doing my own. But when they say that, it's like, yeah, you're an adult. A lot of too many women do, HQ. Too many women do. I don't know the number of the statistics on it, but I hear it all the time.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with being a competent woman. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not.
That doesn't mean
No
but
one
that
cares.
doesn't
Men don't
mean
care.
that she's not. But that doesn't mean she's not competent at home too. She can be both of those at the same time. She can be a feminist creature and still be a wife and still be able to do things that a wife will do. I'm trying to figure out where is such an unequal balance that men say, I do everything for her, but she do little for me. I'm just trying to figure out where that is. I'm just trying to figure out where that is. Black America had a question. Wait a minute, please answer Black America question. What question did he have? Let me see. Black America. Wait a minute. What do women give? I don't know what women give. I don't know what she gives. That's up to you.
You even say that as a woman, HQ?
It's certain things that you want. And so therefore you look for a woman who can provide those things. I don't know what you want.
It's real simple what men want. It's real simple. But it's like the things that men want, women don't even want to give to. And I'm just talking in general terms, because there are some women out there that's, handling
and
their
most
business.
women and most men end up getting what they want from the woman. Every man on this planet has a combative woman. Every man on this planet.
It's not necessarily combative. But when your woman is working hard, trying to grind and trying to work her way up at her job, or
right.
She's studying to get a new position, and she's doing all this other stuff, then that's less time that you get as her man. So now that's why now you partners now. She stepped outside of the wife role and stepped into the partner role. That's why we don't like hearing, I'm looking for a man who's a partner. Yeah.
But what's the difference between a partner and a wife? What's the difference?
Come on now. Everything I just said.
I'm asking y'all. Y'all seem to think partner is a bad word. Why is partner a bad word? That's what I want to know. Why is that a bad word? I don't know. I don't know why women think it's an amazing word and men think it's a bad word.
Because they only benefit from it. They only benefit from that. When they partner with somebody, then they ain't got. I don't have to listen when you and I partner on a project. If you and I partner on a project, who's taking the lead?
We have equal responsibility.
Exactly, which can't happen in a marriage, because there can't be equal responsibility if I'm the one protecting you.
So protection is more important than anything else. Is that what you're saying?
You need to be, if you need to be protected.
What do you mean? I want to know what y'all mean by protection. What are you talking about?
Look at what COVID did to not only people, but look how single women got through COVID. What happened to a lot of single women during the C-19?
I don't know. I never looked.
What happened to them? They started drinking more. They started putting on a whole bunch of weight. They all these stories come out. They realized they couldn't do a lot of things in their house that they needed to do by themselves. Men probably gained some weight. Yeah, they probably drinking, but they was fine. I didn't hear no men complaining about that. They'd be at home playing video games if they had to stay home or whatever like that. But single women was going through it. I heard a lot of single women talking about, man, I didn't really know how much I needed help, man. I couldn't call my mom.
I was single. I was single at that time. And I didn't find it to be.
I didn't say you, but you can't not say you. And when I ask you about you, then you say women. I'm talking about women in general. I heard a lot of stories about that online or TikTok or whatever that stuff is.
Women were so thrown off from the pandemic that's when they decided they knew that they needed to have a husband. Is that what you're saying?
I heard a lot of them stories. I've seen threads of that.
Okay.
At home with their cat, like just going through it. Nobody there to hold them.
I'm not saying any of that is not true. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is we all bring unique things to relationships, and men don't bring no more or no less than what a woman brings, because she brings other things. Just because our things are different doesn't mean that yours is better or more established in mind, and vice versa.
Yeah,
so
Black. Who's gonna die for a partner?
Y'all not going. Y'all stop that. Y'all never gonna be in a situation where y'all gonna die for your partner. So stop.
Ain't nobody. No, not even put. It's not even about dying. Put your. Not even. Let's take die out of it. Let's just say put yourself in harm's way.
Or run into a carjacking.
When you driving home at night, you're on the highway. You get a flat tire. You got to pull over on the side of the road. Right. Partners is getting out the car and fixing the flat together. A husband is getting out and fixing the flat when his wife is in the car. That's the difference.
So men are saying that their level of protection is more important than anything else, and the woman's is less so. That's what I keep hearing y'all say.
There's no other. We're human animals, right? There's no other animal in the animal kingdom that skirts around its responsibility as the male or the female of the species. There's none, because then they wouldn't survive. And when you look at us as a microcosm, and because we have society, we have safety nets, right? Social safety nets. We have financial safety nets. We have all these safety nets for people to kind of make it through stuff by themselves, right? Mm-hmm. But if you looked at us as a human animal, there's no way that women would be saying this stuff if we was just still out living in the wilderness, because the roles would be clearly defined on who could and who couldn't do certain things. Yeah. But now that men have made society safe in general for most people,
and women can survive without men,
and women can survive without men, now they tend to think that they don't need men. And you hear a lot of women across social media saying this. I don't need a man. I want a man. No, you do need a man. Did you drink fresh, clean water from your house today? Yeah, you need a man. You turn on your lights, right? You need a man. Did you drive a vehicle on a road?
I think we would adapt. I think women would adapt. If all men disappeared, women would.
No, they would not. Yes. No, they would not.
Survive.
Women, HQ, if all men disappeared, right? All males on the planet disappeared.
I think women could survive.
Women would survive for make it maybe a year before the vast population the vast majority of the population would perish. Perish.
No, wouldn't. Absolutely not.
Perish. Not. The only women that would really be surviving would be the survivalist women.
Why would we need to? Why would only 1 year men disappear 1 year?
Because most women don't go into STEM.
STEM?
Science, technology, engineering, and math. Most women don't go into STEM jobs, so they don't know how to work.
But they do, but they have.
HQ, across the country, most women aren't in STEM jobs.
But they
are not. They do. Yet there's not enough of them. There's not enough of them to do that.
So you think that
it's not about what I know.
No, absolutely. I actually went through the process and looked through it, and women would be able to survive without men. Went through the natural.
What process did you look through, HQ?
No. I mean, I went through the whole AI, the Chat GPT. I went through.
No, you can't. I just saw something the other day. I think it was on Hat's channel. You can't go off of your AI and Chat GPT because it learns from you.
See, here's the thing.
So it tells you that it will eventually start telling you the answers you want to hear.
You keep saying women can't learn what men learn. That's what you. I
didn't say that. That's not what I said.
Okay. So if women can learn what men can learn, wait a minute, hold on. If women can learn what men can learn, why wouldn't we be able to survive?
It's not about what you could do, HQ. It's about what women do on a regular basis. When you're not, it's not about could. It's not about could, because we're talking about it all. All women aren't instantly going to start going to learn these jobs. When grids are failing, when places that require technical engineers and mechanical engineers start failing,
women can learn that
because women are in school to learn that or in programs to learn that, doesn't mean they're going to learn it enough to do the jobs.
like Jay, women can learn just as same thing as men can learn.
If all men disappeared right now, HQ, where's the learning curve to teach those women from not knowing anything to learning that job enough to sustain society?
If women were not in those jobs, if women weren't in those jobs right now, I would believe you. But there are women in these jobs right now. And I'll have to say this as most human beings, not even just women. Most people don't even know what kind of jobs are out there that are required to run society. I had my wake-up call when I came up here and I started doing my confined space rescue. So I was doing rescue, but I was working with other entities that are put in places to allow society to function. Steam processing plants and all these other different types of grain silos and everything like that, how we get our food. And when I go to these places, there's no women. There's no women. Maybe one for every 10 places, there's a woman working at these places. Hey, women would have.
Let me jump in right quick, Jay and HQ. Let me jump in, HQ. I got a question, HQ. Do you have something where you can look up something right now? Like, or do you have a computer or a phone available where you can look up something right now?
Look up something right. Yeah, I'm on a computer.
Yeah, okay. So I want you to look up how many women are plumbers. What percentage of women are plumbers?
Are plumbers?
Yes, plumbers. Type in the women are.
Why am I looking it up?
Because we're going to the whole conversation that you guys are having right now. Because you're talking about what women can learn and what they do learn and what jobs they do.
Just because I don't know how to hold on. Just because I don't know how to make shoes don't mean I would never know how to learn to make them. That's the point. The point is, as long as we know how to make them.
Shoes aren't important. Shoes aren't important. They're really not. Shoes are not that important.
3.5%.
3.5%. All right, one more. Okay. How many women are what else is vital? How many women are masons, brick masons?
Okay. 21.3%.
What's the percentage?
21.
No, that's definitely not right. Okay.
Women make up approximately 21% of all masons. Yes, 21%.
Of masons? Okay, even 21%. And that's super duper high. I really don't believe that. So even with that is just water and places to live, water and shelter. Out of all the people, okay, that are in the world, okay, 21%. We are talking about 3%. You won't have enough people to make sure that the water is still flowing in a day or 2 days. You can't live more than 3 days without water.
Hold on. Hold on. Let TJ speak real quick. He said he got to go into work real quick.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Speak TJ.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, because my video can't come up. But anyways, HQ, I'm going to rewind just a second. You're talking about that women will survive if all men disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have an example of them actually doing that. We keep forgetting about that. Bears Grill Island actually did that. They actually put a group of 12 women on an island with nothing and a group of 12 men on an island with nothing. Mm-hmm. And within a matter of a few days, the actual production crew had to come in and rescue the women because they were on the verge of dying because they were spoiling their food. They didn't know how to make shelter. They didn't know how to make fires. They didn't know how to do it. It was so bad. In Grills Bear Island, it was so bad that the most quote unquote alpha woman of it went to go seek out the male camp.
Hey, so TJ, while you saying that, I had already been looking it up on my computer while Black America was talking, and I posted it in the back chat. I was already looking it up, brother.
Yeah. So I'm not saying, listen, I'm not trying to diminish a women's ability, but I think here in the United States, we've made things so comfortable and so safe that, like, for multiple generations, women have forgotten just how dangerous the world actually is. They forget, and women have lost their sense of danger, because a lot of times a lot of women, HQ, will put themselves in harm's way, not realizing they're in harm's way. Let me just give you a personal example. This happened to me about a month ago. My lady friend, she goes to this particular grocery store, and I would tell her, stop going there. Stop going to that grocery store. Stop going at this time. Stop doing that. Because this particular grocery store is in a place that is really not that safe. And then, because she's hard-headed. She walked into the store at 9 o'clock at night, and 3 minutes later, she was in the middle of a gunfight. Because she refused to understand what danger actually looks like. Stop going to the gas station after dark. Stop doing, I don't give a damn what gas station it is. Stop doing all of these things. But our ladies are so used to men showing restraint around them that they've forgotten how dangerous things can be. A lot of women don't understand the reason why you feel such a sense of security is because most men, even the worst of us, show restraint, and a lot of women forget that.
Yeah, but then that sense of danger would disappear almost overnight if men disappeared. Let me tell you something. Spidey sense that all women have.
Let me give you one final thing that I really got to bounce.
Okay, hon. Okay.
Let's just say we wipe all the men off the face of the United States, because when we say world, we're really talking about the United States. The 5 minutes after every man is gone in this country, right, Russia and North Korea are going to invade, and they're not going to have to fire a single shot to conquer the women in this country.
Right. RB, thank you for the $5 super chat. TJ, what protection do a woman provide for a man? In the same way a man does for a woman. Okay. See, we need women on the panel because we want that question answered right there. We would love to have that question answered. But what I say to you guys is, everybody likes to quote that grill bear or whatever that is, right? For one thing, that's a TV show. 2, the men had a problem adapting to that stuff too. It wasn't just the women. None of them have survival training. I'm sure survival training would come up pretty heavily once the men disappeared. Okay, and you have to understand, it's not.
It would be too late then.
It would be too late.
You're already.
Why would it be too late? Well, we got a modern world right now. We got a modern world
after the ball
right now.
already past the plate. You're swinging after the ball already past the plate. Now. You're behind the curve.
What are you talking about?
I got to get going, but this is a great conversation about safety.
Thank you.
The one thing that I wish that women would understand, even you, I love you, HQ, will understand that your perspective is because you're safe.
Yes.
That's why you got the perspective you have.
Wait a minute.
We've been talking about protection for a month now.
But if all men were gone, that Spidey sense would go too.
No, then you just have the more dominant of the women controlling y'all. That's all.
What's Spidey sense?
I'm gonna interject something else. TJ, you made a great point, brother. Thank you. I appreciate everything you do and say. I appreciate you in the space, TJ. I really do, man. You a good brother.
I'm just saying, y'all keep saying that women would just collapse, and that won't be the case.
It absolutely would. Absolutely would. HQ. It'll be 2 days.
Women would inherit if men die. If men just disappeared today, women with all the knowledge, the infrastructure, the institutions, the learning, the library, all of that stuff would still be there for a woman to inherit, for a woman to figure out, for a woman to do that. There are
And
women who are
it's too
leaders.
late. You can't
Hold
figure
on.
it out
Now,
after
There's
HQ.
women that are scientists, soldiers, doctors, survival experts. There are women out there doing all the things that men are doing. A women would be just fine. They would be just fine.
HQ, have you ever heard a man say, I don't have no male friends?
Men would be just fine too.
HQ, have you ever heard a straight man say, I don't have no male friends because whatever? Have you ever heard a straight male say that? No. Have you ever heard a straight female say, I don't have no female friends because women are whatever?
Men make it impossible for us to be friends. So when we don't have no men, we get along.
Now they all supposed to be kumbaya,
yeah, we gonna
along,
be kumbaya.
and they're gonna be listening to each other, and all the bonquishas is gonna get with all the Condoleezza Rices, and they all gonna hold up and lock up, and they all of a sudden every last one of them is gonna be able to lift 60 to 100 pounds, and all.
Wait, what?
Yes,
you guys are.
You're forgetting about the physicality of work too. You're forgetting about the physicality of work.
Men don't do that
physically strong enough.
Yes, they
are
do.
You serious?
HQ.
Have you seen my old ass body?
That's why y'all invented cranes, pallet jacks.
I go to the gym every morning, HQ. I go to the gym every morning faithfully. There's a group of people that consistently go to the gym. We call the 5 a.m.ers, right? Men and women, all different ages, ethnicities, right? Mm-hmm. There's no women in there who can lift the weight of the men in there. None. And they work out all the time. I warm up doing a shoulder press with 50-pound dumbbells just over my head to warm my shoulders up. There's women, they work up to 50 pounds to do a bent over row with their back. They're one of the largest muscles in the body. They're using 50 pounds to engage that, whereas I'm warming up with it. Do you not understand? And there's another woman in there who's almost as tall as me. She cannot lift the same amount of weight as I can. It's biology. It's science.
I'm telling you.
Why do women argue against science?
I'm telling you, there's plenty of things on this planet that could be replaceable when it comes to something like that. Women will be just fine. Women will be just fine if men.
How would you guys eat
for about a year to the last one leaves?
Oh, I guess
how would you eat?
All things in
how would you get gas?
Ain't gonna be no year. We be messed up. Come on now.
How would you get gas in your vehicles, HQ? Where would your gas come from? Where would
you Black America, one spider would take the whole population out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow, women would
one spider.
That's the whole point. The whole point.
Have you ever seen a group of women with like a bug or a mouse or something? Have you ever?
Not all. There's men who jump at that.
So since you said that, I have a very, very interesting thing. So a lot of time, us men and you women are not probably going to like this. A lot of times we will piss outside. Jay will know what I'm talking about. You be in the backyard, you just be like, fuck it, I'm finna pee right here. I'm not finna walk back in the house.
Landscaping. I'm not going to find a bathroom.
We will do that very often. And what it is an instinctual thing for us to keep the other animals away. People probably don't know that. But if the smell of men's urine, because men's urine is different from women's, if the smell of men's urine left society, all of the animals would come back and encroach. The predator animals would come back and encroach on society. Because it's a difference of the smell of the urine. Also, it's like a lot of stuff that you guys don't understand.
Yeah,
like
I'm saying women would adapt.
No, they would not.
Women would adapt.
No, they would not.
You need to look it up because that.
No, I don't need to look it up.
Telling me how y'all think. Y'all think
that's not how I think.
Y'all think because it's more men that are plumbers, that more men go into STEM. Y'all
show
think
me one example.
Would not be able to adopt. Women will be able to adapt if there's no men. Period.
HQ in the military, in the police force, in the firefighting force. I mean, as firefighters, not a force, as firefighters, in any other job that requires a physicality in order to get in for women. Guess what those organizations had to do for women to be able to get in? Lower physical standards.
Lower the standards.
So if something is a standard, it's a standard. It's the base thing that you have to do that's required for you to do this job. Why is a man's standard higher than a woman's? On a run, a 1.5 mile run, women have more time.
I don't understand.
Push-ups, sit-ups,
I don't understand
pull-ups.
why you men don't seem to understand that some of those things would not even be required if you're not here. One.
Like what?
Two.
Firefighters.
Like what? Like what? Don't skirt past that.
Hold
like what?
I don't know. I don't know what the world would be like without men.
Then you can't say it. You're not allowed to say that if you don't know at least one. You don't know one example.
Definitive on your side either.
What am I not definitive about? I'll get real definitive right now.
Women don't go into STEM, so we would never be able to. Women would.
I didn't say that. I didn't say women don't go.
Would end 1 year from today if all men did STEM.
HQ. I didn't say women aren't able to go into STEM. I said women don't go into STEM. So at this moment, right now.
But they would be able to.
I said 18%. HQ, you're not listening, though. You're not. You hear me talking, but you're not listening.
But
it's not illogical. I'm thinking very logical. I make it my purpose in life to think logical. If I am wrong, I will say I am wrong.
You keep saying women can't adapt. That's what you're saying. And I'm saying they will.
Women don't have time to adapt. They wouldn't have the time to adapt to the change of men disappearing. To the change of men disappearing, HQ. If men disappeared today, right? How long would it take for all the women to realize that? It'd be pretty instantaneous, but then you'd have to realize it happened around the country or the planet, right? And right, HQ? So you got HQ, I'm trying to walk you through this. You got that time period, right? The realization. Now you got to realize, hey, which places did the men leave that we need to get into?
Right.
How long? That's going to take months for you to realize all these little small jobs that men do, these maintenance jobs. There's a guy somewhere that goes down to a quarry and digs out an access hole and pumps it out once every 3 months. But no women know it because
no women know.
All men is in his field. So if that access hole fills up with gunk and garbage, then this farmland is going to flood. But the women didn't know that because no women deal with anything in relation to that. So it's going to take, and you're not understanding, it's going to take time for all those women to figure out all the places that they need to fill holes in. So how are you going to train for something you have no idea exists? And I'm telling you, I've seen these jobs.
I'm telling you.
You're telling me you're being obtuse and you don't want to listen to me, HQ, because you want to be right.
I'm saying there would be adaptability. People would adapt to whatever they need to adapt.
You can only adapt if you know what to adapt to. What I'm saying to you, there's not time enough for the women to adapt.
So they would just die in a year.
To those circumstances. Yes, because a lot of events would happen. It would be a domino effect. It would be a series of events, a cascade of negative events that happens to where first of all, there wouldn't be enough women to step up and do these jobs. There wouldn't be, and then the ones that know the jobs can't teach the other ones because they're busy doing it. And then with logistics, how do you get the women to the places that they need to be doing jobs? Unless all the women just move to certain cities and just live in only certain cities and farm on the land and be by themselves. They would have to abandon society in order to live and go back to a darker age.
Civilization would not collapse.
It would collapse.
Just because one gender disappeared, people would adapt. There would be organizations.
No, women would die traumatically. Women would die very traumatically, and men would die of old age.
I don't believe that, but you believe that. With
Grand Theft Auto 8.
I'm just going by history.
playing Grand Theft Auto 8 because they ain't nothing to focus on.
You'd have to ask a scientist. You'd have to ask one.
Everybody will get into the football games.
Knowledgeable about that. But if a man who's knowledgeable about that would say, "Oh, you would die, all y'all would die because you wouldn't know or you wouldn't blah blah blah,"
we'd still have NFL, we'd still have the NBA, we'd still have everything. The Olympics would still happen. Everything would still happen. Everything with kids would still, boys would still be going to school, and men would die of old age. Whatever the last baby boy that was born that day that women disappeared, he would die of old age.
And women would do the same thing too.
I got a question, HQ. One more thing I want you to look up. What percentage of women are truck drivers?
That's checkmate right there, Black America. You right, man, Cave. This is like
it's just rough.
Hope there's some
it's just
silver
rough
lining,
because
man.
women
10%.
Huh?
10%.
10%. Okay, so let's look at 10%. 10% of women are truck drivers.
Don't forget about the railway, Black America.
And that's even more important. But we don't.
Hold on, I got 40 people in here. Do I have 40 likes, please and thank you? Y'all love to hear people argue. You love to hear people go back and forth. Hit the like button, please. Super chat, cash apps are amazing. We don't like to work for free. Please and thank you very much.
Yeah. So HQ. As soon as the truck drivers go down, there's no more power, there's no more gas, there's no more food, there's no more anything that gets transportation from state to state. There is no more of any of that, right? So the only people that are eating is in certain states because none of us have farms near us. Everything in the grocery stores, just like Jay presented with the pandemic, it was so big. I never missed a day of work. And I have fuel trucks, right? But I never missed a day of work because the fuel, we were going to all of these truck stops and filling them up around the clock so that people could have tissue and food and things of that nature. 10% is not enough to cover the entirety. People would starve immediately, let alone, right? Now you can't recoup the food that's been growing because, once again, men are part of that food process. We're part of that water process. It would just look really, really bad. 90% of men are truck drivers, HQ. 10%. If I got $100 and lose 10 of it, I'm not even worried about it. I still got $90. You got 100.
People got more than me and give super chat in this place. Okay, here's the thing. Y'all go. I looked up stuff. I looked up the stuff. Y'all, all of y'all listening, go look up. Can women survive without men? Don't tell me what you can do. Go look it up. Don't tell me what you can do because I went through this scenario before. Survival scenarios. I went through these things, and my survival scenarios told me women can survive. So y'all, I just want y'all to look it up. Don't tell me what you think. Don't tell me what you think. Look up the facts. Just don't tell me what you think. I'm pushing back on what you say. You keep saying it, but I don't see no proof.
You don't need to see HQ. Do you think I would just come up on the panel and just to lie?
I don't know.
I'm from a very HQ.
I'm saying you're talking because you haven't done scientific research.
I don't need to do scientific research.
I have a question. HQ.
We on this. You're not going to change my mind. I've already been through scenarios. I told you. I've been through scenarios.
I have a question, HQ. You said how long would women survive? Right? Could women survive without men?
No,
I would pose this question.
Women can survive without men if men
No, and I dig it. I dig it. So now this is the question, because that question was posed wrong. Would society survive without men? See, you see how that changes the question? Would modern society survive without men? Huh?
Women, say that again? I'm sorry.
Would society, would civilization,
right,
survive without men?
I don't know. You had to do, the whole point is to do doomsday scenarios to find out whether that would be true. Okay. If you do doomsday scenarios and you run those calculations, you'll find that women can survive. It's called doomsday scenarios. I'm saying you prove it to me, but you keep telling me this is something you think.
Okay, I hear you. I've said you said that, right? Do you think those chat GPTs or whatever have access to all of the intricate small jobs that are maybe isolated to a small group of men that have large consequences if they're not done? Do you think chat GPTs knows about those?
It's not just chat GPT.
Or whatever. Do you think it has access to know about those jobs? Those tasks that need to be done in order for society to function? Do you think whatever sources it's pulling from, do you think it has knowledge of that? Because most people don't know.
But
if it doesn't, it can only extrapolate a conclusion if it has enough information to do it accurately.
Here's the thing, Jay. If those small things are not registered, some of those things would have to be eliminated. These are doomsday situations. This is not how society is today.
Yes, and society would crumble, and women would. And what I'm saying is,
our society would have to adapt to some of those. Our society would have to adapt to some of those small things that they may or may not know.
So out of the population,
like if I don't have a man to fix the plumbing, we wouldn't be able to
just don't have plumbing. Okay.
Right. So it would be eliminated, and then we would adapt.
And you kind of trying to slide back, but it's okay. But out of say there's 1 million women in the country or the planet or whatever. Out of 1 million after a year, how many do you think would be alive?
I don't know.
If we're talking about survival, I'm at 50,000.
I don't know. I'm saying
I'd say about 50,000.
I'm saying do the doomsday scenarios.
If all of the women disappeared, if all of the men disappeared, women, there might be 50K surviving after a year. If all of the women disappeared, nothing would change for men other than ain't no coup d'etat.
That's if you say
men would still be thriving.
Right.
Because we do everything.
Why is it that women wouldn't adapt and thrive too?
That's not thriving. 50,000 out of 1 million. Women would not be thrive. They would not thrive. They would die horrible deaths. There would be a lot of starvation.
All right.
Women would be starving left and right. They'd be eating their cats and dogs and eating cat food.
All right, women wouldn't be able to survive. You ain't brought me no statistics that say that.
I don't need it because
that's what I'm saying. You don't need it. I don't believe you at your word.
I'm from HQ. You already told us you don't like statistics and before and stuff, all that stuff. So I
looked at statistics. You're the one that's saying you don't have no statistics. You're the one who's saying that. I'm saying everybody within the sound of my voice, go and find out how you can figure out whether women can survive without men if they disappear off the planet. Go ahead and find out. Somebody tell me something that says women would not survive without men. Somebody tell me. I want to know. Give me a website I can go to.
I don't need a website. It's called living life and having life experience. And I've worked so many different jobs and areas, and these jobs, HQ, there's not women in them.
Jay, there are websites that can tell you this. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
how you gonna get women to the places that they need to be, HQ? Just tell me how. Answer me that question.
They adapt.
That's not adaptation. That's not adaptation.
If I don't have shoes, I adapt to not wearing
shoes. That's not as simple as that.
If I don't have water, I adapt to not having water. You adapt when you don't have things. You keep making it sound as though if
How
we
many
don't
people
have
does
things,
it?
we would just die off. That's not how that works. So I'm saying
You just gonna send all the women to the hydroelectric dam and just tell them to figure it out?
Man, Jay, I'm saying
That's what you just gonna tell them?
Find me some facts. I want to know.
Need facts.
I'm just saying. Everybody got Google just like me. I Googled up doomsday scenarios. Y'all can Google up doomsday scenarios, and y'all can come up with the same answer. If they say women cannot survive without men, if men disappear, then I'll believe you. But I ain't seen one yet that said a woman can't survive without men. If men disappeared off the planet, women would adapt to the circumstance. That's all I'm saying. You keep thinking that we can't. That's all I'm saying. Show me something that says we wouldn't adapt. Because I ain't seen nothing.
Everything we've seen on here, HQ. Everything we've seen on here, you can use your own eyes and our own. Each person in the chat, each person in the. We don't need science. Science is based off of
because
science.
You're basing yourself on how you feel.
You don't need to be a scientist to conduct this. I'm not basing it off of how I feel. I'm basing it off of how I've seen.
Yes, you do.
HQ, what have I said that's emotionally based? When have I said I feel a certain way?
Need something to tell you that we.
I'm basing it off of what I see. Science is what you see. HQ. Anybody in here tell me something different?
That's what I want them to do. That's what I want them to do.
Prove me wrong. HQ.
That's what I want them to do.
Wrong. You can't prove yourself wrong.
That's what I want y'all to do. I don't believe what you say. You keep saying it's true. I'm saying prove it.
So there has to be a scientific experiment conducted by some type of body of scientists in order for you to understand that this is right. But when TJ came up to you and said about the Bear Grylls experiment that just happened to be filmed, you like, oh, that was just a TV show.
Edited.
That was just a TV show. No, it wasn't a TV show. Those women would have died. They were dehydrated. HQ.
TV show.
Did you watch it?
It was just a TV show.
It's not just a TV show. HQ. See, chat. What HQ? Hey, I'm gonna mute HQ real quick. Hey, HQ, you muted. How she looked.
What? Scared the shit out of me. Like, what? What the hell is going on? All I'm saying is, if you got something that says that women would not be able to survive, I mean, like a doomsday thing, something doomsday that tells me that, man. Because all that I've seen and all I read, women can survive without men. All I read, all I've seen.
HQ, but wait a second. You read something and you saw something. So nobody proved nothing to you. You just took it for what you just reading it.
No, I just it's
my bias scenarios. It's my bias. So I saw it and it told me what I wanted it to tell me. So I'm gonna believe it. No matter what nobody else says, I'm not gonna believe you because I read what I wanted to. That's what you're saying, HQ.
I'm saying
you don't realize it, but that's what you're saying.
I'm asking people. You're telling me, y'all telling me how y'all feel, how y'all think the world works.
I never told you how I felt. I never told you how I felt. I told you the reality.
I'm saying there's doomsday scenarios out there. Mm-hmm. Run the doomsday scenarios. Mm-hmm. Run those quick program, whatever, and then tell me something that says women can't survive without men. Nobody has came up with that. No, they said that the bear
it's
and the
women, it's society. It's society, not can't women.
Totally bad.
Women can go out and wipe their ass with a banana leaf and try and catch rabbits and eat pine nuts and all of that stuff. They absolutely could do those things. What I'm saying is society. You won't be able to drive in a couple of days. There will be no power. There will be no toilet tissue. There will be no gas. There will be no food. And that's why I said society. Would society survive without men? Not just women.
And I'm saying women would adapt to that particular reality, and then we would survive. because we adapted to that society. We would adapt.
And you can't get me past the adaptation, HQ. You keep saying we will adapt. You can't tell me how.
To adapt. That because
No. That's like saying, hey, you 5'6". Let's go to the NBA. Hey, how you gonna go to the NBA? I'd have to adapt. No, it don't work like that.
What?
You can't just join the NBA just because somebody say, oh, now you in the NBA. They put you in a situation. Now go play ball. How you gonna do it? Oh, I would just adapt. No, it don't work like that. I'm actually trying to tell you, real life takes time to learn how to do things. It takes skill to learn how to do these jobs.
All right.
You can't and if it was that case, everybody would go and be an electrical or mechanical engineer, HQ. But everybody doesn't have male or female.
Ain't nobody told me nothing.
HQ.
Say women would not survive.
Rationally, HQ. All people don't have the intelligence to do certain jobs.
Yeah, but there's a lot of intelligent women out here.
So how do you find who's intelligent enough to go do these jobs, HQ, initially? Why are you hanging your head? You can't answer my questions. I'm posing legitimate questions to you.
Don't you think
there's logistics involved?
People would be in that kind of, wouldn't that be the first thing, one of the first things we try to figure out who has what skills and who could do what?
How you going to do it? How you going to do it? How are you going to do that?
What's wrong? How are we doing today? What do you mean? How are we doing today?
In the amount of time, think about everything that's the thing. That's what you don't understand. It's how society juggles to stay above. You can't focus on one thing. Like if anybody plays strategy games in here online or anything like that, you can't focus on one thing alone. You have to step back and look at the full picture of things, or else something else is going to fall.
Okay, so
once that one thing falls, everything, because you just said we're going to find out who has what skill.
Oh, I didn't say that.
How?
I said maybe that would be one of the things.
How?
I couldn't even.
No, that definitely should be one of the things. But how you going to do it? How you going to do that?
How do we do it today?
How you going? No. All men
find out what skills, what people got.
HQ. All men just disappeared. There's panic going on right now, right?
Right.
It takes time to figure out this is not just happening to me. This is happening everywhere. Right. Okay. So now you got to coordinate with people who's in charge. The government's probably going to try to take over. The women in the government probably going to try to take over, figure out who's the top person in government. She's going to become the next president, right? And get the message out to people. Right? How are you going to coordinate from that point? Hey, we need food, provisions. Yeah, little small sectors are going to start to do that, right? But while they're doing that, the electrical grid is getting ready to fail. While they're doing all that, still trying to coordinate what's going on, telecommunication is dropping in places and people are getting stuck out in rural places, right? It's a lot of stuff that's going to be dropping at the same time that these jobs... HQ, these jobs women don't do. In order to get them in there, you got to find out who's capable of doing the jobs and get them to the jobs and then get them trained.
Of course.
You can't do that instantly. Men do those jobs
instantly, Jay. That people adapt to what they have to adapt to.
After a massive amount of them die.
Jay, I don't think we getting broke off in a year or two. I don't think that's
broke off. HQ, y'all getting broke. Y'all getting bent over and broke off. Gone out of here. Done. It's a wrap. Because you can't.
I'm saying I don't.
I'd love to argue this with anybody else. I'd love to argue this scenario with any woman. Or anybody who believes women would not get wiped off the planet within a year's time, definitely a couple years. I would love to argue this and show you why you're wrong. Because it's not about me feeling a way. It's about me telling the facts.
I'm saying I haven't seen anything that says women can't survive. You all say women can't survive. Show me that women can't survive. What says that women can't survive? Just y'all saying it don't mean it's true.
I just explained to you, all the brothers in here who have these jobs, we don't see women on a regular basis unless you're checking into a place for paperwork. You see women standing on the side of the road with flags. You don't see them with hard hats on with a jackhammer.
just because I said people would adapt, Jay, you keep making it sound like we can't adapt. Oh, this job is so obscure that would nobody be able to do that job ever. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen one thing that's it. And I said to every man to the sound of my voice or woman, find where it says women would not survive without men.
Cool. How you doing?
Show it to me.
What up,
I don't want to hear what you think. I don't want to hear what a man think. I want to hear I want to hear a scenario. I want to hear somebody.
I'm about to show you on a scenario. I post 2 videos in the back. Go ahead, play the first one, please. In the back chat. Yes.
Hold on. Damn, what the fuck is that, Poppy?
That's work. Go ahead, play people so people can see it. You can mute it. Just make sure mute it.
How do I? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get it. Here we go. Hold on. Right here. Hold on. Let me pull it up. What is this? How do I?
That's working at the oil rig.
Hold on. I gotta do that. Definitely. Hold on. All right. Here we go. This job.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all see that?
Yes, I can see it. Can you do stuff like that?
What is this job?
Oil rigs. That's where you get a lot of your oil.
My husband used to do this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now play the other one.
Hold on. Okay.
The other video that I play.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get that one. Hold on. Let me close that one. Hold on. See, I ain't one for doing that. Definitely. Hold on.
Okay. You just say show you. I'm showing you.
I definitely ain't doing that. Okay. Hold on.
Cool.
Yeah. How do women getting out there to do that job, HQ?
The most difficult jobs.
Which woman going out there to do that job?
No. But this one right here. Look at the strength, the dirtiness. 12, 14-hour days. 100-degree weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. With women is gonna be out there doing that, huh? Now, just to enlighten you, this right here, this is where you get your oil. Everything we use in life use oil. Right. Okay? Your goddamn car, your kitchen,
plastics.
Your food. That's how you get your food. Truckers. Just the trucker part alone. Is 3-point-something million truckers in the road. 90+% of them is going to be men. That right there alone killed the whole argument. These men got to drive 1,000, 2,000 miles per day. Okay? Women ain't doing that. Is it a few truckers? Women, yes, you got me, but there's not going to be enough. You need truckers. You know why? For the hair that you wear, for the stupid clothes that you wear, for the TV that you watch, for the stupid internet, the shirt that you're sitting down, a trucker bring that to you. Most likely a man. You know who built that shirt? A goddamn man.
Them synthetic eyelashes they be wearing.
The house that you right now talking that bullshit that bros would like that.
According to
the color on them lamps behind you right now.
According to the Chat GPT, we got X, Y, and Z. We got X, Y, and Z global reserves oil, right?
Well, that's what get it.
What does that mean? What is it? We got?
I can't believe that.
We got X, Y, and Z. We got billions of barrels. Okay.
HQ, why are you going off of Chat GPT like it's like
this is not.
Do you know what oil reserve means?
This is oil reserve. These are oil.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah, what does that mean?
It means that we don't use it. We use the one that we buy from the Middle East. That's for bargaining. And you won't be able to get that anyway because you need truckers. You need that hardworking men to bring it to you anyway.
I said.
So you think that's gonna magically appear at your house?
I said, where is it that says women won't be able to deal with these jobs, or women are capable of getting that oil where it needs to go? Or
Jesus Christ.
You keep saying that. I haven't, you put this in the back and I get it. This is hard work. I get it.
Who the ladies in the chat gonna do this? Which one of y'all ladies in the chat gonna do this right here?
But we
HQ, be honest with yourself. HQ, do you think women? Do you think millions of women will be able to do that? Like be honest, man.
Age. That's what I said, Ty Pro. I said they will go back to a dark age. I said that. Any woman that would be surviving would go back to a dark age. It wouldn't be. Men would thrive. We would be fine. Nothing would really change.
What y'all mean?
Nothing would change because men
I still asked, where was it? Where is the
studies?
No,
we don't. It is.
You would never see those stories written down because why would they want to write that down anyway, HQ? Because it would never happen. Number one, it would never happen. Okay, it would never happen. It's just an hypothetical. It's a simple hypothetical. But you know, and I know, and those are just the two little simple videos, right? Do you honestly believe that women can do those jobs? Can you find 2, 3, 4, 5 bros? You got me. You need millions of men to do those kind of. Do you think that those millions of men that doing that shit can be replaced by millions of females that are weak? You know, females is weak, right?
This is why I looked up the reserves. This is why
my God.
This is why I looked up.
What does that do? What does that mean? That means nothing.
That means they won't have to do that job.
That they still have to get access to it.
It has to be redefined, HQ. You have to be. You know what all you mean?
Women will adapt. Women will adapt. However they need to, they will adapt. Y'all keep saying
no, that doesn't work. You see, and HQ, what you doing? What you're doing is you always straw man at HQ.
I'm not straw manning anything.
I'm giving you we're giving you as many examples as we possibly can, HQ, from different perspectives. We're giving you different examples of why it wouldn't happen, and you keep saying you can't prove it. And Chat GPT.
You can't prove
we are proving it.
You can't prove it.
We're proving it. 90% of people, our truckers are men. You think 10%
prove that women would die off without y'all?
Logistically, you couldn't spread out far enough to do all the jobs because men are already in those jobs. Men would be fine.
Women would adapt.
There's no curve for men to train to do these jobs. The only jobs that there'd have to be men getting out of their jobs to do would be probably teaching or being more nurses. We already got doctors.
Women,
we got nurses. We got everything.
Women do all kinds of jobs. Every
job.
No, they don't. That's a lie. That's a lie.
And they're smart enough to figure out how to do it.
Y'all know that's smart either. That's a lie. Y'all know that's smart either.
That's what you think.
You're proving it right now.
I'm just saying. I'm saying
that's how you feel.
I'm saying
y'all right now.
I'm saying y'all saying that. I ain't seen one scientist on this planet say women wouldn't be able to do it. Not one.
HQ, let me ask you a simple question. Like,
I'm a scientist. I am a scientist.
What city you live at? What state?
Illinois.
What state?
Illinois.
In Illinois. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of construction going on. When they are building these 10, 15, 20 floor buildings, right? Do you drive by it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice any women hanging up out of the rope on the 10th floor, putting up windows and doing those crazy ass jobs? Do you see any woman doing construction at all?
That don't mean women wouldn't be able to.
Jesus Christ! Just answer yes or no. Man, I ain't asking none of that bullshit, man.
I haven't noticed any men doing it, so I haven't noticed any men doing it. So I don't.
It's robots, Poppy. Poppy is robots up there doing it.
You don't see no men doing it.
Just because you haven't seen women doing it doesn't mean they don't know how to do it. That's what y'all.
HQ, just answer my question. You just say that you don't see men doing it?
I don't see men doing all it. I'm sure they do. I'm saying I'm sure that they do.
HQ, you being disingenuous.
What you mean you sure? So how those buildings getting built?
HQ, you being disingenuous.
There's women who build buildings just like this men.
HQ, you being disingenuous.
Oh my fucking God, yo.
HQ,
just because you don't see it don't mean they don't know how to do it.
HQ,
you mean just because the labor numbers don't see it?
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Poppy, there's secret women out there building buildings.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
AI. They are AI women.
Women would adapt. That's all.
What about when they're building new highways? Do you see any women with the black ass asphalt shit and doing it? Do you see them? Besides, the only thing I see women doing is holding the little red flags. That's it.
Flagging.
That's it.
But that don't mean you can't do the other things.
But they don't.
Okay, hold on one second.
You keep saying
the point that you're
could.
missing. The problem that you're missing is we're talking a hypothetical, right? If every man is gone, right? That's a huge. It's impossible to replace that. And the people that is at the top of those jobs are men, right? So which means that the people that is to teach it, they're not gonna be there no more. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you will die in a few weeks. You will starve to death. Y'all will start eating each other's period blood or some shit like that because y'all know y'all gonna start doing some nasty shit.
No, they're gonna definitely eat cats and dogs.
Yo, wild.
Scruffy.
All I hear is men talking about what women won't be able to adapt.
Do me a favor, Q. Just Google the most.
No,
the most dangerous job.
Not me.
Yes. I promise you.
I don't have nothing to prove. I know that we can survive. Y'all keep saying
no, you don't. No, you don't know. HQ.
Do you even know how to change transmission of the car?
We're all human.
You can't say you know what you saying is right, and you say what we know what we saying is not right.
So how do you know men can survive?
Because men do every job. Men already do every job.
What makes you think women don't do every job?
Because
Jay,
they
what is
don't.
The name? What is the name
because
of that
the labor
TV show?
Statistics say so.
What is the name of that TV show where they have like a 10 women, 10 men on the side?
We did it already, Poppy. I already posted it in the back chat. She don't even want to look at it.
That's a simple. That's a
she
simple.
Said it was a TV
that's
show.
a simple attempt.
The Koreans have a show called The 100. You can look at that and see the difference between men and women, and those are all top athletes.
I know. We on some other shit. We will beg to differ. We just gonna beg to differ.
I do think you're trolling at this point. I think you're trolling right
now.
I'm not trolling. We almost at 2 hours, HQ. We good. You can stop now.
I am actually quite serious. I don't believe y'all. I don't believe.
Yeah, I know.
We almost at 2 hours. You can stop now.
I'm just hold on. You all are talking about facts and feelings. Oh no, you're not strong enough.
No, there's no feelings. Poppy didn't say no feelings. I didn't say no feelings.
Wait a minute, hold on. You men, you strong, you can do it. Blah blah blah. I said I ain't seen one person pull up anything that tells me that women won't survive. I haven't. All I heard
was. Do you know how to change the transmission? Do you know how to change transmission?
I know where it's at. I know all of those parts too.
That is know what I ask you. Just stick to the question. No, do you know how to change transmission?
I've never done it, but that don't mean I wouldn't do it if I had to.
Can you change the brake of your cars?
Yes.
No,
you have done it.
Yes, I can. I've done it.
No, you have done it.
She can't change brakes. You can't change brakes, HQ.
Yes, I've done it.
You cannot change brakes.
I wouldn't want to get in that car.
She watched Feet change the front brakes, but she can't change the brakes.
Me and my nephews have done it.
Your nephews did it, and you was handing them the wrenches.
That don't mean I don't know how to do it. I ain't strong enough to tighten it up, but I know how to do it.
Oh, so you can't do it.
I can figure out ways to tighten it up.
So you can't do it.
Figure out ways to do it.
You're not strong enough to tighten it, so you can't do it.
Not by hand, no. Not by hand.
So you can't do it. Okay.
I know how to do it. But I know how to do it. Did I know how to figure out how to adapt?
Ladies in the chat, what's the last home or car maintenance that you did by yourself with your own hands? All the ladies in the chat.
They got AAA.
The last home or car maintenance that you did by yourself with your hands, put it in the chat. Not somebody help you, not nothing. Put it in the chat.
They can even put gas by themselves for the most part.
All I'm saying,
and I'm talking about maintenance. I'm not talking about like I painted the room.
but hold on, time out, Jay. I don't even know why we Nick. You know what, HQ? I'm sorry.
You're right. I just said I don't believe
that
women would not survive. Y'all
HQ.
keep saying we won't. I'm saying
Yeah,
I don't.
you know what, HQ?
That's all.
I gotta apologize. I'm out of order. Hey Jay, me and you are wrong, bro. We are arguing. We are arguing with women that go buy hair and they don't even know how to put their own hair. They gotta pay somebody else to put their hair on. This is what we are arguing with. But some way, somehow, they're gonna manage to keep the infrastructure going. You know what, HQ? You're right and I'm wrong. I know why I'm arguing with you. You got it.
I'm wrong. I'm just a big girl. I'm
okay, just fair enough, Rain.
None of that. I can't adapt. I can't do none of that. I'm just a girl. That's all.
Break light. All right.
Project Leroy, $5. Jay, stop selling the protection and provision men provide. Let the hard-headed ones find out getting attacked and abducted. Most women don't get attacked and abducted. Protection starts with an open ear. Most women don't get attacked.
Hey, I saw a girl, Myron was doing a panel at the thing. I saw a girl get up. She said 99% of women were raped.
Great. What?
She's this girl she was standing up arguing with Myron at some thing, and she told him 99% of women were SA, like physical SA, like all the way.
Well, if she's saying
I was
SA,
like, wow.
Maybe she means
no, not SA. No, she said I'm just saying that, but she said grape. She said grape.
No.
She said 99%.
I'd say SA'd, but not grape.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
so
and the same thing for men too. But it's the same thing for men too. We just look at it differently for as far as SA goes.
No, I don't think women do.
Jay, stop arguing, Jay. Listen, Jay, we arguing with people that buy $5 lashes, right? and then pay $25 to somebody else to put in because they're not even smart enough to do it themselves.
Yeah,
but there's some way somehow they're gonna learn how to drill for oil.
Okay. I've seen girls walking around a Tesla at the gas station online, trying to figure out where to put.
We arguing with girls. We arguing with girls that buy fake baby hairs and glue it to their forehead.
To their foreheads. But they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna adapt, Poppy.
We just gonna adapt. We just did. Jay Tillman.
They don't. We tell them
such a innovators.
We tell them we want fit, feminine, and friendly, but they get mad at us. But they gonna adapt to do these offshore oil rig jobs.
They don't even know how to cook to survive themselves.
Right, that's the whole point. Y'all seem to think women can't do these things. That's the whole point. I keep telling you,
seem to miss that women don't do these things.
Can do these things. Women can survive as long as women can do those things. Y'all keep saying women can't. I'm saying
no. HQ, you straw manning. Nobody got up here and said women can't do the jobs. Nobody got up here and said that. We're arguing that women don't do the jobs and they don't want to do the jobs. There's a small percentage of very difficult jobs that most people can't do and don't want to do. But guess who does do the jobs? Men.
So men
do them.
Doing those jobs.
No, they would not.
Okay,
they would not.
That's a whole rabbit hole. That's a whole rabbit hole.
Because why don't women HQ? You keep saying what? No, it's not a rabbit hole. It's not a rabbit hole.
I'm just saying.
You keep saying women can't. Why don't women do the jobs now?
Anything that says that women can't do what they do.
Why don't women do the jobs now? HQ, answer that question.
Because they don't want to.
Exactly.
That don't mean
exactly. So HQ. They don't want to do the jobs, right? Which woman is going to go and do these jobs all of a sudden when men leave? You don't think there's no turmoil between that? You think them women is just going to tuck tail and go do the jobs? Think about it. No, rationally. Look at I need to see your eyes. Let me see them big, beautiful browns, HQ. Hold on. I need you to look at me here. HQ, please look me. I'm looking at you. I'm trying to connect. These hard, difficult jobs that women can do but don't want to, right? Mm-hmm. Which one of them or groups of them is going to go do those jobs when they're told to do them? You think they all of a sudden, because the men is gone, they're going to say, yeah, I'll go do it.
Yeah.
Do you think that?
There'll be volunteers.
So those same women, how come they don't listen right now? How come they don't do it right now? You think necessity is just going to all of a sudden make them acquiesce to another woman telling them to do it?
Necessity is the mother of all invention. Yes, it is.
No, necessity is not the mother of all invention.
Yes, it is.
Necessity is not. It's not.
It is.
It's not.
There's
There's a lot of people that need to do things that still don't do them.
Become innovative is that you need to do it. Necessity is the mother of all invention.
No, it's not. It's not. Necessity is not. There's a lot of things that need to be done that people still don't do. That's why it was the word procrastination exists, because there are things that need to be done and a lot of people procrastinate. I know, because I'm one of them. A lot of stuff might need to be done. It doesn't get done.
That's why it's not a need.
So that doesn't drive innovation.
If you need to do something, you figure out how to do it. That's why it's that need inspires you to do that. Need. Not want, not desire, need. 3 a.m. Thought Club gifted 1 HQ Reacts membership. Thank you very much. Stephen James, $5. Something wrong with me? I like how HQ says, what you mean?
What you mean?
What you mean? What you mean?
Yeah. How you think you got that lamp? How you think you got that lamp and that lamp got them colors? Offshore rigging, oil rig. All the plastics in your house.
I'm done.
Who you think cut down all the trees for all the wood in your house? HQ?
We didn't even finish it. We gotta. No. Let's finish this guy. Come on. This man. Wait a minute. Jay did it. Y'all better. Jay did it. Jay brought us here. Jay brought us here.
You're welcome.
How did we get here, Jay? What'd you say?
I don't even know, but I enjoy it. I love it.
No, you know what?
In the mud right now.
You know who brought us here, Jay? It wasn't me and you. It was G Honda. G Honda brought us here. Remember, you came on here. G Honda said some bullshit.
Hey, you can't trust nobody who needs tell on them when they trying to sneak away.
Okay, can you hear me?
It was Jay Honda, and I know it was Jay Honda.
It's kind of in and out, but I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, how about now?
That was Jay Honda.
It's like staticky now for some reason, but we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
What about now? Sound better?
Nope.
It's still static coming through.
God damn it.
Man, I got this obese fly flying around my house.
I Google construction company women only workers, yo. Nothing came up.
You got to come back in and come back out. Because everywhere you say it's static. Bad. Ouch. Yeah, static.
Nice cold lemonade when I'm talking to you.
We got 44 people in the building. Please hit the like button. Please hit the super chat, the cash apps, please and thank you very much. We don't want to be doing the show for free. Please and thank you.
Yeah, y'all. We don't work for free.
Yeah, we don't work. You know what I'm saying. $2, $5, $10, please and thank you. We got 44 people in here. We need the likes. We need to hit the like button, please.
I must love headaches. Because
you love that.
I get on here. I get on HQ. You family. You know that, right?
Y'all wow.
And you family. I look at you now. My brain has made the synapses. You have a familial face now.
How about now?
You know what I'm saying? I have a recognition in my brain. When I see you, I say this person annoys me at sometimes, and I have a what's the word? What's the word? An affinity. I have an affinity for this person as well.
Okay.
You know, so it's like good and bad. I know my brain is going to get to working. And Project Lee Boy be in the chat telling me don't engage. I'm like, I'm going all in. I don't care. I'm arguing.
Oh, well, see, y'all
going back and forth.
Y'all just scared to come on the panel. Jay got the balls to come on the panel. Y'all just scared. Y'all just don't like. Yeah.
Stop it. Well, nobody's scared of you, bro. You just be loud. HQ, I've been telling you this for the longest. You be wrong. Literally, you be wrong 80% of the time. Like, that's just me being like you just say just because you say it loud, that doesn't mean make you right. You just be wrong and wrong and wrong.
I don't realize when.
What the hell?
When our eyes open up when she say stuff, we be like, "Oh my goodness, she's saying right stuff right now."
I just Googled construction companies where most of the workers are women. Nothing pop up.
Ooh,
Nothing.
Poppy, what's going on?
Hold on. Yeah, that sound bad now?
Hell yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, I'm moving around. That's sorry.
Ouch. Y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, super chats, cash chats, please, and thank you. We got 38 people here. Please hit the like button. That's what we want to do. Hit the like button, hit the cash app or the super chat. Thank you very much. Wait a minute, let me finish this guy off. Let's finish. When are we gonna finish this?
I'll be right.
Where's this guy? Hold on. Let's go.
That's not the case. It should be happy spouse, happy house. I'm born into you. I'm trying to learn you. I'm trying to learn you. You should be able to try to learn me the same way.
Okay. Now you've been married, so are these some of the things you like learned from your last marriage?
Mm-hmm.
I can say I did. I didn't believe in happy spouse or happy wife, happy life, but I definitely was one of those men in the beginning that, hey, if she wanted it, I'm gonna try to do it. I don't want to talk bad about my ex-wife or even put that out there because it's the mother of my children. But you learn and you grow, and I accept all responsibilities for that failed marriage because at the end of the day, I chose her. So whatever happened, I wasn't the man I was supposed to be.
Okay. Do you want to get married again?
I don't want to get divorced again. Most men, when we come on here, we just talk about marriage. Men are running from divorces, and no fault divorce is a thing.
Right.
And it's scary. Right. You spend your life working with somebody, dedicating it to somebody.
Right. And
then next thing you know, well, I'm not happy. Which is crazy because there's nothing in the Bible that speaks about our happiness in marriage. Right. Not saying happiness does not come. We get married because of duty.
Yeah, there you go. That's how we got down this damn rabbit hole. Men say they don't get married to be happy. They get married to be, they want to be happy, but the women don't make them happy or some way we got down this rabbit hole of women not needing men and right? I just want to be on record as saying we need each other. Stop that bullshit about us needing them and them needing us, or we not bringing stuff to the table. Just like men, we all bring certain things to the table. Your money is no more important than my softness or my caring or my children or anything else. It's no more or less important. We both have things we have to bring to the table in a relationship. My whole thing is, why do y'all shortchange yourself? Why do men shortchange themselves? If you don't feel like you get anything out of a relationship, why would any of y'all be in a relationship if y'all don't feel like y'all get nothing out of it? This was the argument. Men act like they feel like they don't get nothing out of being married. When the hell did that happen? Where you don't get anything out of a marriage? Then why would men get married if they don't get anything out of it? Well, I just want to have children. You can have children without getting married. So I didn't understand how G Honda, somebody came up with that. G Honda, you started this bullshit. You started us down this rabbit hole. And then you're going to take off and leave.
Okay.
Especially if you have kids with that woman.
Right. Well, not everybody feels that way, but I respect your thoughts on that.
This
Let me
is
ask
true.
this. Do you have any more deal breakers?
Yes. Disrespectful females. Female that can't broaden her tongue. The Bible speaks on the tongue being the smallest muscle in the body, but holds the most power. People need to understand that when you speak out of anger, 9 times out of 10, those are what you're really thinking. Anger and drunk. You can't take those words back. So really understand what you're saying in that heat. So if I ever get with somebody, or I'm with somebody, and we're getting to that point, I'm not coming at you loving right now. So let's take a break and readjust the situation. Because if I call you my woman, I call you my queen, you call me your king, We shouldn't speak to each other crazy. That's for outside. You talk to dudes out there, and I talk to females. Not saying I just do it, but you talk to them people out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So nobody disrespectful.
The whole point is nobody wants to be disrespectful. Nobody. See, I'm one of those firm believers that words are action. Words inside your head are different from words that you put in a text, put on paper. When you put it on paper or in a text, it brings a life of its own. So if you don't want to say something nasty, you can think it inside your head, but you should never express it if you're trying to build a relationship. This is wild.
Let's get to appearances. Should she look a certain way, Ronald?
Oh, I got some more. I got some more deal breakers. I
apologize.
Really do.
Let's make sure we get all your deal breakers. Okay, what's your other deal breakers?
Don't come with the bullshit.
Overweight women, and I know this is going to be a very
no. It's not controversial. Just continue on with it. You don't want a fat lady. That's all you got to do is say that. You don't need to expound on it. We got all of that. We understand all of that. We don't need to go no further. You don't like fat women, but you want to expound on it because you're trying to teach somebody a lesson. Don't try to teach women a lesson. Just tell us what you want. Don't worry about what other men want, because other men may or may not want that. You can't say all men want that. But you're trying to teach a lesson. We don't care about your lesson.
Very touchy subject for your viewers or just for people in general, because we're in this climate control of feelings. Everybody's feelings matter, and everybody does have a right to their feelings, but your feelings don't make the situation right. Accountability is big for me. So that kind of ties into being overweight. I get it. Everybody has their situations. But when I was going through my situation and I gained weight, I'm prior military, by the way. I made a decision to fix that. And I held myself accountable for everything that I do. So
you need to come up on the channel. I got a question, Jay. When men say women need to hold themselves accountable, what does that mean?
You really asking me that question, HQ?
No, I hold myself accountable. I don't know what other women do. I'm saying when men say that
conversation we just had, after that whole conversation about women not being able to survive.
No, we ain't doing that because I don't believe that.
You telling me women need to hold themselves accountable? No,
I'm asking. He said that. I want to know what he means.
Okay, so let's just go into this and not to hurt any. Let's go into this and not to hurt any feelings, right? Who holds the majority of the debt in the country?
Men. Statistically, men do. What do you mean?
Credit card debt?
Statistically, women live with men support women, men have more debt. I mean, but why did you ask me that question? What happened?
One sec. All right. Yep. Just looked at it. Women do. Okay. And
okay, let's see.
I just looked it up. You can trust me.
I'm
not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's above. Women are above.
Who has more debt in this world?
Which has the majority of credit card debt? No. What women of
Oh, credit card debt. Okay, I got
you. In the U.S., yes, because
globally men have
because mortgages and stuff is a requirement, but credit card debt is not. So when women hold more debt with credit, then that's one thing. Second of all,
okay,
yes, because a mortgage is debt.
But you didn't ask that.
A mortgage, you got a house.
How much debt? Who has the most debt? Men have the most debt.
No, credit card debt. Yeah, because men are.
Oh, you didn't say credit card debt. You said debt. I said men.
You're not being accountable right now. I've already established that I'm talking about credit card debt. I've already established that I'm talking about credit card debt.
There you go. So, okay.
All right.
Okay.
23% of Americans, male and female, go to the gym. What percentage of that do you think is women in dating age? How many women are overweight? And this is a problem between males and females, but how many women are overweight? Who is most likely to go to the gym to get back into shape? Males or females? Who is most likely to tell their counterpart, like the same gender as them, hey, you need to go to the gym? Who's more likely to tell a brother to brother or a sister to a sister? And this is not gender. This is not race. I'm just saying brother and sister. Just if Ty Pro sees me getting exhausted, I am. I had to go pour me something. Who's most likely if Ty Pro sees me gaining weight versus if Repink sees you gaining weight? Who's most likely to tell the other person, hey man, what's going on? You need to get in the gym, man. What's going on? Which one of them is most likely to say it? Ty Pro is most likely to say that to me.
Okay.
Then any female in the chat is likely to say that to you.
Okay.
That's accountable. That's holding the other person accountable. Right? That's what accountability is. Hey, you're slipping up. You need to tighten up.
So you mean family when family doesn't tell other family members that they're gaining weight? Or
I'm talking about male and females right now. I'm talking about male and females right now because that's what you asked me. You said why when men say women need to hold each other, need to be more accountable? It's for those reasons. That
don't even make no sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because strangers can't hold you accountable. So that makes no sense.
It makes sense to us. It makes sense to men because we hold each other accountable all the time.
Well, women don't do that.
Yeah, that's what case in point. You just answered my question. That's why he said it. Because men do and women don't. We have a David Goggins who's gonna carry the boats.
All right. Okay,
we got a CT Fletcher. It's still your mother sad. We have these men in our lives.
I got it.
We had the Kevin Samuels telling men, "Hey, you need to do better, brother."
I got it. I got it.
And then when the women get on the panel, oh, you can do anything you want, sis. You right, sis. That man need to do this, sis, because you right, sis. You beautiful, sis. You a 10, sis. No, you're not. That's a lack of accountability.
Oh, I get it. I'm just not one of those people that I feel the need to tell somebody to do X, Y, and Z. I just want.
That's why.
I can hold myself accountable. I don't worry about other women. So
throughout history, we've passed down stories. We've told lessons.
Men don't hold other men accountable.
Big Mama.
But they say
that's
do.
a lie. That's a lie. I don't listen to that person.
They say they do.
That's a lie. I don't listen to that person. I don't listen to that person because I do it and I have people do it for me.
They big up these degenerates.
That's a lie. The circle of men you're around is not a good circle then. Black Beauty.
Did you hear
Come up on the panel, please? Hop up on the panel.
She said,
show me a place where I can show you places where men hold men accountable. Go to Medium Man's channel, holding men accountable. SBC holds men accountable. Theo Coop holds men accountable. It's a lot of other channels. TJ holds men accountable. A lot of other channels hold men accountable.
So what's the
channel holds men accountable?
Here's a question though. But what's the negative effects of us having not held women accountable? What's the negative?
Being in the position that women are now.
What position is that?
Women who want to be and I'm saying it specifically, women who want to be married and want to have children are now unmarried and childless.
So that's because we don't hold women accountable. They unmarried and childless.
Part of it. It's part. Did you
Oh,
not
so we're supposed to be doing something to make sure
did you not hear what I said, HQ?
I heard you.
Yes.
Just
women not holding and not being held accountable for their choices. I'm in my yada yada era. I'm in my yada yada era.
Y'all keep saying men hold men accountable. I don't believe y'all.
Oh, well, you don't have to. I see it on a daily basis.
He said they didn't listen to Kevin Samuels when he was trying to tell them what to do. That's why he changed his talking points.
He never changed his talking points. He
never
changed
heard
his
him
audience.
going off on women.
Kevin Samuels never changed his talking points. He changed his audience because it was a bigger draw. Because nobody was watching him hold men accountable. But he did. And he did it fiercely. And when he did it, those men said,
No,
they didn't. You're right.
They didn't change. They didn't do no difference.
I don't know if they changed or not.
See, this is how I know.
How they took it was totally different than a woman. And the difference is when Kevin Samuels went in on a man, you didn't see other men coming to that man's defense. You didn't see other men in the chat. Hey man, why you getting on him like that? No, we say, yeah, brother, why you need to tighten up, fam. But when a woman is doing something, you hear a whole bunch of women coming to her defense and all her wrong decisions. That's the difference. Prove me wrong. Please.
Here's the thing.
Prove me wrong. Come on, Black. Prove me wrong.
Here's my thing. When I understand that whole thing. But here's the thing. Men get on here and say, it's the women. It's the women. It's the women. This is not just a woman problem. It's a man problem.
No, it's not. It's a both problem.
And when a man gets on here and says, oh, it's the women, then I know y'all don't hold each other accountable.
And I did watch all his. I started with his old content. Stop.
See, I've never watched his kind of Black Beauty Man.
I started with his old content back when he would be in the shop telling people how to dress and what 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 colognes to wear and how to dress. I started back at his old content.
He said Black and Lion and AQ. No, I ain't no bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't get into his new content until after he passed. And I was so upset and distraught because I was like, man, I just found somebody to follow and they just passed. I didn't even get into the new stuff. I didn't even get into the average at best stuff yet. I started at his old content.
Yeah, I mean, the women highway skinny women don't care about. We ain't no followers like that. We don't follow.
No, the men that you're around, Black Beauty, don't follow his advice. It's the men that you're around. The men that I'm around are successful. We push each other. Wait a
minute, hold on. How many
steel
men?
Sharpen steel.
How many men? See, here's the thing. This is how I know there's an issue. They talk about this red pill stuff, and men and women push back on the red pill stuff. That's how I know.
Push back on red pill stuff because it's a lot of people out here that's got are misogynist.
Right.
The red pill don't mean you hate women. Red pill starts with yourself.
That's where it comes from. That's what it feels
like.
Red
pill starts with yourself to hold yourself accountable.
Right.
Red pill red pill went off. What KS did was branch off because he found that all women was asking for the same man, not knowing or realizing that they don't deserve that. He's like, wait a second, I got these women who are beautiful, intelligent, feminine, feminine friendly, asking for this man. But then I got this other lady who's 3 for 3, who blowed out, who's cursing and all this stuff, and she's asking for the same dude. This can't be right. I need to address this, and that's what he did.
Right. And here's my thing. Here's the thing, and this is my last comment.
Black.
Here's my last comment on it. Did his tutelage or whatever he said, did it make things better or did things get worse?
It wasn't up to him to make it. We can't. It's not. We can't calculate that. We can't calculate that because we don't know his reach. I can only speak anecdotally, and it made me do self-reflection. So for my life, yeah. And I've heard some women. I heard Jay Walker. I've heard Raquel Rose say it improved their lives.
There's nothing wrong with it. Some people's lives it improved, and some people's lives it didn't improve. It was what it was. I'm saying, did it move the needle closer to women and men getting married? And I don't see that happened. That's all.
One man can't have an effect on that. It's too many other variables. That's unfair to ask. For him to be able to get people married. He put the information out there, and we're all still talking about Kevin Samuels far after his passing, and we will be for the next.
I'm saying he ain't built for everybody. So I'm saying he wasn't built for everybody. So the people who needed that guidance, the people who needed that instruction, the people who needed to hear that, go ahead and hear that. I didn't need to hear that. There's not lessons that I needed to learn from Kevin Samuels. So some people did. People needed to hear it. You needed that push. There's nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is I didn't see a significant change in the marital rates or the marriage people wanting to get married or not getting married.
Ooh, Rain just made a good point. Why are there so many social programs designed to help women if women are being accountable for their actions? Because if you look at somebody, what accountability is.
All right, bro, ain't nobody cook my ass. I don't get cooked. I don't get cooked.
Hey, BBQ.
I don't get
cooked. It's falling off the bone. Good grizzle tizzles falling off the bone.
I ain't heard nobody cook our
that HQ meat is falling off the bone.
Y'all still ain't came up with what you were supposed to come up with, so you ain't cooked nobody. You just talking. Please just continue to talk.
But HQ, yeah, that tenderloin.
Because men don't think they need to change. Absolutely.
No, that's not true. That's not true. What men think every man knows he needs to change. And you know the difference is when you say change, not all men realize they need to change for the better. Because of the expectations of women, some men realize I don't have to get better. I just have to be different. I need to acquiesce to what women are saying they want. I got the height. I need to portray an image for this because I can get what I want. If she's saying this, I can get the cat. Easy. Because the standard from women is not high.
But here's the thing. All of these people that be on here, and this is the one thing I just can't get back. I can't get by. All of these men who get on here and got all of these scripts for women, you look behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's both sides. I agree. I agree with you. So that's what I said. When people get on the internet and they start talking about a whole bunch of stuff they do, like what's the light-skinned brother that's in the red pill space? He married a single baby mom and all this other stuff, and he used to be on Fresh and Fit and stuff. I forgot his name. But if you look at the coolies and stuff like that, and they out here saying all this stuff, and then you look at their personal life, and it's totally different.
So why they out here feeding the lies?
Because just like the what's the brother that cheated on his wife and was holding her hand on the thing? He was smashing everything in sight. The big swole yoked up cat. Because you cater and lie and facilitate what your audience wants to hear. You don't tell them the truth.
And when you tell them the truth,
Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson. Yeah.
Anytime there's and this is the thing. Anytime there's a man in a space and women are following him more than men are, come on, man. He's lying to y'all. He's telling y'all what y'all want to hear because women are more emotional. And he's a
good-looking guy. That don't help.
He got yoked up, got the tight sweater turtlenecks on, and all that stuff, man.
Yes. So,
and there's women that still want to smash that dude.
That's why I don't take it seriously when you get on here and you listen, I don't take it seriously because it's not an example of my life. It's not the truth in my life.
I know.
Cooley is on here, and Cooley is not living the life that he's saying. So I don't believe him.
Yeah.
Kevin Samuels was not living the life he said on here. So I don't listen.
Why not? What was Kevin Samuels saying to women to get the
living in an apartment, and he was dealing with fat women.
What was Kevin Samuels saying that
I just said I'm the messenger, wrong messenger. You can't tell me to not deal with fat women, and you dealing with fat women. You can't tell me
not to deal with fat women.
A baby mama and you deal
with
baby mama. I just dismiss everything you got to say because then
big girls got cootie too. Big girls got cootie too, and sometimes people live in a lower self.
Because then that means that your message is a lie because you don't believe your message.
What?
So why would I listen to you?
Black Beauty said,
message.
Y'all get offended when we tell y'all to strive to make more money.
I can't.
Black Beauty says, y'all get offended when we tell y'all to strive to make more money. What's more money? Women is bosses, right? Y'all coming in with money as well. So if I want you and you want me and we both make the same amount of money and we both make 50K, then why do I have to make more? If you're already making that, how come we both can't live within our means? So if I got an apartment and you got an apartment and we're both living isolated by ourselves and we choose to get together when we want to get rid of our apartments and we want to get a place, why do we need to get a bigger place? Why can't we both get the same type of place we had before? So now one income is going towards that and another income is going towards savings. So now we can save up. Now we can afford to have and grow and extend our family. Now we can afford to have savings, right? And we do that. Why do I need to make more money? Why?
She said strive to make more, not make more money.
Strive. Why do I need to strive to make more money? That's my whole point. Why? But when I say I want you to strive to be more feminine, you can't be.
45% of black men. Okay. Oh, okay. Just as many people are in the middle class as there are in the lower class. 45% are in the middle. 45% of men are in the middle class, and black men are in the middle class, and 45% of black men are in the lower.
Yeah. But when all these women get on the panels, HQ, what do they say they want? They want the same man. And that's above the middle class and lower class.
Yeah, but that's an average, and y'all should know that.
That's not an average. That's not an average. The majority of men are in the middle class and lower class.
Well, no, not that. I'm saying when people say average, when women say they want X 6, 6, and 6, that's the average of that. They don't necessarily mean they want men 6 feet. They want men tall.
No,
every woman.
That's what they're saying. They're not saying average. They're saying that's the baseline. There's a difference. No, they're not saying I want 6'6", but I'll deal with 5'9".
I'm telling you,
that's what they're saying. That's what they want.
You, as a woman, what they mean.
That's not okay. Will they settle HQ potentially? Will they potentially settle? Yeah, they'll potentially settle, right? No, shorter. I'm talking about shorter. Average is in the middle, so they have to be shorter and above it for it to be average. They will settle
for somebody taller than them. That's what I'm saying. Taller than them. They will settle for somebody taller than them. Zeus, you jumped up here. Who's jumping? Who was supposed to come up here? Black Beauty?
I was trying to. Just come up. Just come up.
Oh, yes.
You got it. I know you got some form of microphone. You don't even have to have video.
Yeah. You just want to flesh it out. That's all.
Would love to hear your voice on all of this.
Is it wrong to push a 40-year-old man to make more than 40K, 45K? Because that's what I'm doing now. What's wrong with me pushing him to make more than that?
Why are you pushing him?
That was the curly scholar said that.
I know. I see. I read it. Do you not qualify for a man who's already making that more than 40, 45K? If you like that guy that's making 40, 45K, then you just love that man. Love him where he is, just like women want to be loved where they are. How about that?
Damn.
Zeus.
I'm here. I am so happy to be on this panel right now.
Brook up. Come on.
HQ, how did you sleep last night? Because it seemed like you just on fire right now.
I slept very bad.
It's playing out.
I slept very bad, and the sciatic nerve got up, and I was like stiff all day.
So we suffering right now, but we with you. We love you. We gonna pray for you in the name of Jesus, sweet baby Jesus.
Hey Zeus. Hey, HQ's doing all right. She's tired. She not tired because she be up late not doing nothing.
I know.
She ain't knitting blankets.
She been playing cards at night.
Mind your business.
Blackjack.
I can't help it. I get more. I can't help it. I touch more dick than y'all touch your own. Sorry.
Wow.
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
I'm solo parenting right now. Don't talk to me about that. I don't want to hear that.
Woo! Jay over there hitting that knob. You hitting that knob, Jay?
I ain't hitting. Ain't no knobs over here. Doorknobs. I'm opening up to go outside and mow the lawn. That's fine.
Wow.
No, Black Beauty, you can come up. You ain't gotta cam up. I mean,
let's just say my morning workouts are very intense these days.
Lord have mercy. Zeus,
this accelerated quick. Well, first of all,
I'm talking about at the gym, Zeus. I'm not talking about nothing else. I'm talking about at the gym.
Oh, wow.
When I hit the bag at the end of my workouts, I be on there for like 6-7 rounds.
You ain't got to explain nothing to me, brother.
Yeah,
nothing. Let me just back up a little bit. Thanks for having me on the panel, and I did love hearing you guys yesterday. Jay Tillman, you did an excellent job, and I thought you were very transparent, and I love that because I do, as much as we go through all of our emotions, these are hard conversations.
Don't bump him up. He said something wrong yesterday.
I didn't say he didn't. I didn't say, hey, whoa,
Wait a minute,
whoa,
hold on. Wait a minute. Let me tell him this. One thing. Yesterday, when Jay said, I said the scenario, and then Jay said, she gonna have to suck it up. My group said, who the hell said that? Who the hell said that? You know that first scenario, Jay?
She gonna have to suck it up.
Go ahead, Zeus.
What group? Where the group at? Bring them up on the panel, HQ.
I had a group today. I had a group that had some men, some older men and some younger men. And they got the smoke.
Bring them up here. I smoked them out too. Just I smoked you on the Traeger. Falling off the bone. Good grizzle tizzle.
Wow.
HQ meat falling off the bone, getting cooked.
Wow.
Y'all wild. And how did I get cooked? Zeus, go ahead. Go ahead, Zeus. I'm sorry, Zeus.
Subscribe to J Tillman 45 and back to the flicks.
Boy.
All right, what's the question? Just give me the question, and I'll give my feedback on the question.
What was the question? No, it was in the audience from Black Beauty.
I'm sorry. I got something that you said that made me want to call in.
What happened?
This is something I learned. I'm not trying to get anybody on this boat, but if you hear somebody speak and they give you 10 things, don't discount those 10 tools they just gave you because of their personality or their shortcomings or whatever. That's what I learned. So I'm sorry, I said 10 things. Let's say they got to give you a list of 10 things and 7 of those things improve your life. And then you find out they not living the life that they say they are, but they gave you 7 tools. What I think as people, we tend to give away all the tools versus separate the personality from the tools.
Fair enough.
Take those tools, make yourself better, and keep it pushing. Don't marry that person. Don't marry that personality. Or I guess I would say their persona. That's my point I'm trying to lead with.
Okay, I get that. And I will take some things that they say. I do take some things that Kevin Samuel say. He said you have to be the person that you want. You have to be the person that the person you want wants. I understand that completely.
Simple.
I understand it completely. Simple.
Simple.
Yes.
Simple. Male and female.
But other stuff, not so much. No. But I did take that particular thing from him. I'm not saying he didn't have validity in some things he said. I'm saying you're the wrong messenger who came up with this stuff somehow, some way.
Right, and that's because you were looking at the background. You were looking at the
background.
other
women, for other people, his background made him problematic. It just was problematic for me too, but I did take some of his things. That's all. I did take some of his stuff. I did do that.
Let me be transparent. My mom lost a lot of weight. I used to try to tell her about fitness. I used to cook food. I used to do everything to try to get her to lose weight. She lost a lot of weight. She went from 220 to 125. You know who she followed? Losing weight? Wait for it. Jessica Simpson.
Jessica. White girl.
Jessica's.
Right. She's the girl who says all the goofy, like, just, I'm a mommypreneur. She just makes up random words. She's all, how come the peanut butter doesn't come with a stick inside of it? She's just that person.
Right.
So my point is, do I want to tell my mom she was dumb? Do I want to put down Jessica Simpson? No. I want to embrace the results that my mom get. And then I say, hey, how did you do it? What formula did you use? I'll put that formula in an email and I send it to her. Right. So now anytime she falls short or she needs to get back on track, she can remember the formula. Because the formula and the results is what we really need to lock in on.
Right. Okay.
Because no matter who the idol is, they say it in Wizard of Oz. Once you look behind the curtain, the wizard ain't the wizard no more. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Lessons. Oh, them the lessons right there. Them the lessons. Them is the lessons.
See, here's the thing. You got to be, and I get it. You got to be open to those things. You got to be open to those lessons. Those things, you got to be open to it. I mean, and if you're looking for those things, sometimes you find them. And if you're not looking for those things, it might be the same thing. I wasn't looking for things. I wasn't looking for things for people to compliment what I already knew. I already knew what I already knew, right?
HQ. I love you. But you just unicorned the conversation. We talking about somebody who talked to thousands of people,
right?
And you talking about you. What we are saying generally, there wasn't a voice. Even if the voice was not 100% wrong, we didn't have a voice that was trying to be a leader. Like right now, give me the leader for black people. Okay, better. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you another question. Give me a leader for black men. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a better question. Give me a leader for black women. And don't you goddamn say Kendra G. Dude, you bet not. You bet not. So that's what I'm saying. He was the guy who stepped out and his encyclopedia, where you saying those things you're talking about, he was a deacon in a church. He was an image consultant. When he told you something, he brought the data so it wasn't personal. Some people took it personal because they didn't like the sandwich that it was in. The best trainer, Bobby Knight, he's a famous basketball coach.
Right.
He said, take somebody that you admire and take somebody you don't like. Take 3 people. They're going to be the same 3 people. Because they probably told you something you didn't like. You did it. And then you started improving.
I can understand that. I get that.
And think about it also. Why are we still talking about KS?
Right. If he wasn't nothing, why are we still using words? Why
are people still using his channel to get views on their channel? People are still reviewing old KS content.
Right.
Vivica Fox is talking like she talked to him yesterday. I didn't mean to cut you off, Jay. I apologize.
No, you good. No, you good. You good.
Right.
Hey, yo, how do I sound now?
Hey, Bobby Blanco. Hey.
Do I sound good?
Yeah, you sound okay. You
sound suspicious. You sound suspicious.
You sound fine.
Oh shit! Damn, I gotta go now.
No, I mean, I don't.
That's better if we said, yeah, you sound real good.
I think he has I think he KS and people like him. They have their place. All of these people have their place. I'm saying.
Hold on, girl.
My trash is not your treasure, and vice versa. You found him valuable. I didn't find him valuable. Not like that.
Of course you did. Of course you didn't. But HQ, can you explain to the congregation what kind of meetings you be having with old guys? I heard that like 4 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You said you had some sort of meetings.
Yeah.
HQ.
Get her
meetings. Oh, okay.
Yes. I can't believe Jay and my man over here, Zeus, let her go get away with that. Are you taking this old man?
Okay. I can say this. You know how? Well, I don't know whether you know how or not. You know how bosses invite employees in to have lunch and find out what to take the temperature of the place they work
round
at?
tables.
Okay, there you go.
Are you meeting with these old guys to like take their social security, something like that?
No.
No, because
it was a round table. Round table.
Cool. No, because prior to that, you say you touching a whole lot of dick, and then you throw that in there. Well,
I did put them together.
He really wanted to come up here and talk about his dick.
Hey, I'll let you talk about it, baby, when you get it. But look, don't try to go somewhere else with this one, yo. Okay. You mentioned dicks, and then you mentioned a bunch of old guys. So I put it together. That's how you paying your rent, don't you? You taking all these niggas' social security checks and retirement.
What? I told you I am never gonna pay a mortgage or rent ever again, and I mean that.
We listen and we judge.
What?
We listen and we judge. Facts.
Wait a minute.
And they be
a hater.
HQ, do you realize that you got a lot of men in this chat, and we all don't agree on a lot of stuff, right?
What?
But when it comes to men holding men accountable, and all of us stand on the square and say, "Yeah, we're gonna hold men accountable,"
right.
And then you got one person in the chat, female, saying men don't hold men accountable, with the blatant example right in her face. Can't see the forest from the trees. It's right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
How can you go back and just logistically? Just logically, you can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
We do it on here. In the chat, men do it. I get held accountable for stuff like, hey, yo, well, that's wild, bro. What you saying?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of wild. I said, we do it to each other. And for a woman to get in the chat and say we don't.
We can't argue about that because Black Beauty has to come up and substantiate what she's talking about.
She says she can't because people going to recognize her famous voice.
Huh?
Because apparently her voice is so recognizable that if somebody in the chat that she works with gonna hear her voice, then we just gonna know who she is automatically. So that's why.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately, we're not gonna get the opportunity to chop it up with this sister and have an actual dialogue and find out.
That's not what I heard. I heard we got to pay her OnlyFans fee.
What?
Oh,
wait, what? Wait, what? Did she say that in the?
I did.
Zeus, what?
Hey, at least Tyranny gets up here with all her nonsense and shows her face and lets her voice ring out and make our ears bleed.
And I get up there and say
at least Flora will get up here and all her nonsense. and
I guess maybe if that's true. I guess if that's true. Yeah, but see, you got other people who won't get on the things too. You got Shiesty Bum won't get up here. You got Shiesty, you got other women that won't get up here and they won't show their face. I don't know why, but they have their reasons.
They're very ugly. You don't need
a lot of guys that don't get up.
Extremely ugly.
Hold on.
Guys that don't get up as well, but they're represented already.
Hey, can I just
clear
make one
representation
request? I don't ask for a lot, HQ. You know I love you.
Okay.
Chat. You know.
You say what?
He caught it in and now. Always in there.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Poppy.
I say usually it's because like a lot of those girls that be talking very spicy.
Right.
I'm 97.6% those are trannies.
Damn, did I lose you?
90.
Whoa. Oh, okay. You mean men?
They're trannies. Yes. There is no way.
Oh,
that's why they got like cartoon pictures or a letter.
Yeah, them avatars be wild, man. Them avatars be wild. Like, what is that?
And usually, this is what I know about women, right? A woman, if she looks okay, she wants to be seen. You see what I'm saying? Because they like to hear the compliments. Oh my God, yeah, you got your hair is beautiful today. Oh my God, you look good. Right. Oh, I like that dress. You see what I'm saying? Women are addicts to goddamn compliments. You know you're real ugly when you don't want to show your own picture. You're scared of your own reflection. See, hey, am I lying?
But when
the last time you seen a man with a filter on his profile picture?
You know he gay.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Erica and Natural Casting. I mean, I've seen HQ.
We're not talking about the women. We're not talking about the women. We're not talking about the women that put her own pictures already. We of course no. They're very confident with themselves. I'm talking about the one that don't. Okay, that use like a volcano picture or they use like Megan Thee Stallion, or like they use like a flower. You already know they hit. You know they ugly or they trans.
Well, the curly scholar, she sort of seemed like she agreed with Black a little bit, but she don't want to come on the panel either. So
I never met a good-looking woman that don't want to be seen. Never seen that one.
Okay.
The pink pill has been up on the panel before.
Did we seen her picture? Yeah, I seen it.
The pink pill, yeah, she was up. She came up on. Remember, she was talking on it. It was either this or SBC.
It was SBC.
SBC.
Yeah, it was SBC. Oh, okay.
And I get it. A lot of women that have boyfriends or husbands, they say they don't want them on the panel, and you got to respect that.
So that would explain why the ladies' night is not going to be the ladies' night, because you're only going to be able to get 3 or 4 women up at a time. Tierney don't care. Flora don't care.
Yeah, and if I tell my woman she not supposed to come up on the panel, she better not be on the panel. I'm gonna put her head between a washer and dryer, because all men is animalistic ragers who just beat on women all the time and oppress them and make them.
What?
That's a lot of jacking off.
I look at you like, was you serious? What? Okay, what?
But you see, even when HQ she be wrong at least not 80% of the time, but at least, and she be loud too. But at least you can tell HQ was a little baddie back in the days. You know what I mean? She a little old right now. I still give her the work if I was somewhere in Illinois. But you know what I mean? But I can at least, you got a track record that you was a little baddie. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of this other girl, I can tolerate you talking shit. I cannot tolerate a goddamn letter talking shit, man. I think that's a nigga, man. I think those are niggas, bro.
Cause we'll never know. You will never ever know. You just won't know.
Oh, I'm gonna know. I'm becoming a hacker. I'm about to hack into this shit. I'm about to turn the cameras on purpose, nigga. Wow. I am. We're gonna see what's behind those computers. Behind those iPhones.
What old pic? I told you all the pics you see of me are only 4 or 5 years old. All the pics you see of me, I was 55 years old, 53 years old. Them is those pics that you see.
I seen one when HQ was on the couch, man. I know she ain't had no drawers on.
Oh shit, you ain't that a bitch?
I could tell from the top of the picture. Where
was I, man? I need to be around,
HQ used to put that picture up behind us right now on the thing. She used to put it up. You can see her from like here up. I'm like,
it's that lamp could talk. It's that lamp could talk.
But this one right
that's
here?
why it go out all the time, Zeus.
What, this picture right here?
It be trying to no, you was on the couch. You used to, and it showed, and you used to have it. It used to be showing in the right black space right here at the bottom where this brother is with the wife beater on. It used to show up right on the right of that where that black void space is. You used to have it. I called you out for it one time.
Oh, that one right there.
Yeah, you ain't got no dog.
Are you ever being like a stripper or something like that?
No.
I know she ain't. Look at that picture.
I think I was like 55 when I made that.
Ain't no way.
You look like a little stripper. Look at it, man. HQ was a stripper.
I never took pictures until I was in my 50s. That's all me.
Hey Jay, HQ was a little stripper for Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and that. She over there twerking it for them boys.
No.
Hey, how many brothers know that move when the legs go up?
I am approved. Y'all better stop.
Hey, it wasn't that. There was some twerking back in the 60s. They were like doing the Tootsie Rolls and shit like that.
They get them legs down, them ankles start twisting in and out, making their thighs go in and out.
Wow.
It's all good, HQ. I'm gonna teach you how to salsa, baby. Don't worry about it.
Super chats.
I can salsa.
Cash apps.
Y'all wild.
Yeah, send some money, man. Please support the channel. Send cash chats and super chats, please.
Yes, please and thank you. No, because no, I gotta go get something to eat. I told y'all at 9 o'clock. It's 9 hours. 9 hours. Y'all give me your final thoughts on this. On this. What is it? He's almost a Kevin Samuels person. Hold on.
That's a big thing. Like, I just can't do it, unfortunately.
Okay. So you want a woman that works out?
Yes.
Okay.
Appearance. It's big for me.
We got it.
Got you. That's the next question. But do you have any more deal breakers before I go to that question directly?
Looking at this brother, he got muscles, he got shoulders.
He's wearing a climb.
He probably taller than 5'10".
But
they contacted him on GP. They contacted him on GP. He got his hairline, his hair is dark. They contacting this man on GP. Come on now.
You got a SBC pop up at 9 p.m. And then I gotta go to the man. But anyway.
Oh, that's in 8 minutes.
But him, my whole thing with him is, if he is such a handsome dude, why ain't he more successful?
I don't know. Like I always say, I always go back to it. The first red flag is that they on Kendra G singles initially. That's the first red flag.
Yeah,
that's the inherent red flag. You on her platform,
right? And that's the problem right there. He's on her platform, so he ain't as successful as he pretends to be. He's just not, and it is what it is.
I'd go on Pop the Balloon just for the experience alone, but I wouldn't get no experience talking to Kendra. I'd go on Pop the Balloon. If I was single, I'd go on Pop the Balloon just for exposure, even not for a channel or nothing like that, just so other women could potentially get eyes on me. But coming on Kendra G's channel, no.
Right. There's no point. That's why I say he's not as successful as
females that want to have multiple dudes. Got a dude that's
matter of fact,
and they're not honest about it.
It's a good idea for it's a good idea for HQ to go to Kendra G actually to blow her channel.
No, I ain't going to no Kendra G. Hell no.
HQ is blocked over there, Poppy.
I'm blocked over there. No, man.
Oh, you was talking shit.
I'm blocked over there. Yeah. I'm blocked over there.
Too high now, yo. How Kendra block you?
I'm blocked over there. I was blocked over at Angry Man's channel. Media Man blocked me. I'm blocked a whole bunch of people.
Hold on. Who blocked me? You blocked on Media Man's channel, HQ?
Yo, Anton Daniels.
How are you blocked on Media Man's channel?
Because I said something to him that he didn't like.
Oh, wow. You was being egregious.
And he immediately blocked me.
You was out of line.
Anton Daniels.
You know what he did, HQ? You know what he did? Held you accountable.
Cooley blocked me. Anton Daniels blocked me. Media Man blocked me. Angry Man blocked me. All of them blocked me.
You worse than Derek Gaines. Derek Gaines just get timed out. You get blocked.
I'm going to assume you saying. I'm going to assume you saying one of those funny super chat with some crazy shit to say.
Yes. Exactly.
I know. I know your style. I know. At least you pay for your trolling. You never troll on my channel, send me no money, but okay.
Ooh, man,
I go over there and I say what all the women in the chat be thinking, and then I get blocked. He immediately
She
blocked
on Lapeef. She blocked on Ham. She blocked
Lapeef. I was blocked at Lapeef. No, Ham ain't never blocked me. Ham gave me my name. He never blocked me.
Oh, Ham gave you the Heathen Queen. Oh, that's perfect.
He gave me the HQ. He gave me my name.
Yeah.
When I first came on, I was always on his channel. He the one gave me my name. Yeah, he ain't blocked me.
She blocked on CDT Beats. She blocked on.
I'm blocked on most of their platforms.
This woman is a terrorist, bro. She's a Taliban, yo.
Oh, y'all give me your final thoughts because SBC finna start up.
Okay, my final thoughts real quick. My final thoughts is 365 days, every woman on the planet will be gone. Men disappear. That's my final thought.
Get the hell on.
Except
I gotta go over
final
to
thought is
I gotta go over to Lapeef and find out what happened. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my final thought is if all the Negroes dying, all you bald-headed, no edges having ass bras will die on purpose just to come fuck with us in the afterlife.
Wow.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Hey, that's what Mr. Fantastic was saying, man.
HQ, I always say this with me and I've been saying this for like 10 years. If every man decide to go to the moon, 2 weeks later, you're gonna find your way to the moon.
Oh wow.
Yeah, can't live without us.
Hey, and vice versa. So don't play crazy.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic
you see, at least, but this is the part that you miss. The part that you're missing is that we honest. I love me some pussy, yo. I need to beat on some pussy 4 times a week so I can function. But y'all just dumb. Y'all say dumb. Y'all ain't dumb. Y'all just say dumb shit. Y'all irritating. Y'all don't know how to shut the fuck up sometimes. That's why I gotta put my dick in your forehead, girl. That's the only way you shut up. You cannot talk with your mouth full. You cannot talk with your mouth full. And I see y'all later, family.
I see. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic said if all the women disappear, he said most men would just delete themselves.
Yeah, I'm with Mr. Fantastic. That's what my super chats was saying. Mr. Fantastic, I believe you because Mr. Fantastic. What are you talking about?
It's not. It's not gonna happen, man.
Mr. Fantastic.
We're gonna ride it out. We're gonna ride it out, man.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be. And then they had it. You notice how? You didn't watch it, but I noticed how because I was outside working. I couldn't really get engaged into the chat.
Mm-hmm.
When they said all the women disappear, they also had to add the caveat of taking Corno out of it. Right? Because we're gonna have initiative and we're gonna start making. They already got them dolls. Those dolls are not women, they're just a piece of equipment. So when women go, the production of them dolls is going through the roof.
And that's why we got bullets and we got all the things we need. We good.
Because once women go, we're like, okay, I got my doll. I got my Grand Theft Auto. I'm gonna go to work, come home. My doll is gonna be there, and men is gonna be fine, and we're gonna die of old age.
Mass deletion. Oh, question. What was it? Do you know the name? Who is that? Who put that in there? Who knows the name? What is the name of that chat? What is the name of the Lapeef last night? Oh, it was last night. Lapeef. Eric, do you know Erica? Do you know the name of the show? Because I go over there and I listen to them too. I send them.
Look at the latest lives, HQ.
I send them super chats too, and I be going off on there too. So
okay, yeah. Thanks for having me up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Erica, okay, did you vintage? Okay, Lapeef. I check out the replay. Yeah, I got to go on the replay. And y'all also need to be hip to Sharon Bracy. Sharon is funny too. And Izzy Bands. Okay, I gotta go over to I'm going over to what was the name of Male Feminist Triggers Patriarchal Man. Okay. Thank you. I will go over there and look at it. Thank you all for showing up. I love you. I love all of y'all. Go see SBC. I got some more work to do. I gotta eat first. Thank y'all for showing up. I love you, but I gotta go.